government figures. Less expensive gasoline played a role in the spending slump. Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month, the steepest decline since May 2025. Rescue efforts continue in earthquake-stricken Colombia, even as authorities acknowledge the likelihood of finding survivors from Monday's quake is growing slimmer by the hour.
Search teams raising fists to call for silence as they listen for signs of life in the rubble. While the new president, Abelardo de la Espriella, says nearly 400 people remain missing, civilian-run databases put the number 10 times higher.
And that's correspondent Ben Thomas. The United Arab Emirates blames Iran for drone attacks on 2 tankers operated by a state-owned oil company as they move through the Strait of Hormuz. No casualties, but it does underscore the dangers faced by vessels as they seek to navigate the international waterway, which, according to former Trump National Security Advisor K.T. McFarland, is becoming increasingly less important.
So what has President Trump done? Other presidents have tried to ameliorate Iran or jolly Iran or let them do what they wanted or thought they could charm them out of it. But what President Reagan and what President Trump has done is said, I'll just make the Strait of Hormuz irrelevant. The Strait's irrelevant now. Why? The countries in the region are no longer afraid of Iran. They're getting their oil to market by pipeline. And as every day goes on, more pipelines are built and fortified, so more and more oil will move by pipeline. The UAE already moves 85% of its oil by pipeline.
K.T. McFarland speaking with the Salem Radio Network. Watching Wall Street this hour ahead of the opening bell, Dow futures are down 70 points. The Nasdaq futures 82 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds too. Get a quote right now at 800-555-2085, 800-555-2085, or biglou.com.
Reform UK leader Nigel Farage has beaten a most unconventional candidate, comedian Count Binface, in a widely mocked British election.
The result of Thursday's vote means the Reform Party leader Nigel Farage regains the Clapton seat in Parliament he quit a month ago. He decided in July, while being investigated over a $6.7 million gift from a crypto billionaire overseas, that he would run for the open seat to prove he had voters' support. The trash can-wearing comic candidate Count Binface is a serial candidate who's challenged prime ministers past and present. He became the default challenger after the major parties, like the Conservatives, boycotted the election as a stunt. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Ash from Sicily's Mount Etna has forced the closure of the island's largest airport for the 5th consecutive day. Hundreds of summer holiday travelers stranded during the biggest travel week of the year. Townhall.com. President Trump's name may again adorn the Kennedy Center.
The hand-picked board of the Kennedy Center has voted to move forward with a 2-year closure to allow for renovation work called for by President Trump.
And we're going to have something that when it opens is going to be brand new, beautiful.
The board is also naming the plaza in front after Trump and putting his name back on the facade. The new inscription would read, the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, restored and renovated by President Donald Trump. It's not yet clear if that would run afoul of a May court order by a U.S. district judge who blocked the closure as ill-informed and said Trump's name had been added illegally. Ohio Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, who filed the lawsuit opposing the changes, called the latest development a transparent effort to circumvent the court's ruling. Jennifer King, Washington.
Arizona State University is offering a new bachelor's degree in content creation. Critics question the value of such a degree, but proponents insist content creation is a viable career path these days. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah.
Woo!
Happy Friday.
We did it, everybody.
We made it.
Week number 2 in the books.
Although, I ain't gonna lie. I got up Friday like, yay, got here, doing my thing, and then I opened up my weather, and then I got sad inside. And here's why.
Okay.
What happened to our rain chances today? They're gone.
Gone?
Like today, sunny and hot, high 100. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low 71. Now, tomorrow, they're giving us a 20%.
Okay.
For the afternoon. But we were supposed to get like a 20 or 30% tomorrow and like a 30% this afternoon. And like now it's like it's no more gone. Bye.
Those clouds last late afternoon / evening were such a tease.
Yeah.
They were rolling in from the west and like they were building. And I was watching it and I was watching them build, and then they just sat there. I was like, could you please just cover the sun? That's all I want. You don't have to rain. Just cover the sun. And then it was way too high in the sky for those clouds to do anything. They were just staying there. I was like, what's happening even?
Just laughing at you.
Yeah.
But I was kind of bummed when I opened up the weather this morning to go look, and I'm like, oh, where's my rain? I was like excited to talk about rain, and ain't but a swallow in the container.
Got nothing but a swaller in there?
Man, so yeah, I was a little bummed about that. So, but happy Friday nonetheless. It is Friday. We got a weekend upon us.
Indeed, and just one mere week away from the start of high school football action.
Very good. Yes, this time Friday. By the way, a feature, I guess we'll work in on our Friday shows each Friday as we'll have your coach's pregame interviews. We're going to play those during the Friday show.
Nice.
I think in the 7 o'clock hour, but it just kind of depends on my schedule. We'll kind of have to play that one by ear a little bit. But yeah, we're going to work that in so you can get kind of the pre-games with the coaches, speak for both games.
Get the vibes.
Yeah, and all of that. I'll talk more about it on Monday, but we're going to have basically all of your Roswell Coyote and Goddard Rocket football will be available to watch all season long on KSVPTV.com and listen and watch on. As far as radio goes, we're going to be doing all of our radio broadcasts right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Right.
And the home team will be I believe, don't quote me on that, I believe it's the home team.
So
will be the game on the radio each week.
So whoever's in the Wool Bowl, that's where we'll be.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that'll be the game on the radio. I believe that. Yes, I believe that's correct. Sorry, I'm the guy in the meeting. What? Okay, tell me later.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess this season, but
that's kind of the plan.
That being said, tell all your friends, tell all your family that you can catch all the games, and you can get caught up on past games over at KSVPTV.com.
Yes, very good. But
very simple.
Yeah, that's kind of the trend we're going this season.
It's Coyotes Eagles, I believe, for the opening game, and then that's the home game, and I believe the Goddard Rockets are going to be squaring off against Lovington.
That's a big one too.
It is.
Like Lovington's one of those teams because you're like, least in the past. You know, each year is different. They're generally a classification down just because of the size of Lovington and everything. But they're a football town like Artesia. You know, they're the home of Urlacher and all this stuff, and so even though they're a classification down, skill level they're right on par with everybody.
It's like the did you ever watch Blue Mountain State?
I did, not like all of it, but I saw some of it. Yeah,
but it's kind of like that. It's like you're in a town where football is everything stops for football.
Right.
I mean, it's a small town, but that heart is bigger than anywhere else. You know.
Right.
The smaller the town, the bigger the heart for high school football, at least.
Yeah. So. But they're like Artesia and Lovington.
I don't know why I brought up Blue Mountain State, not Friday Night Lights.
I was going to say, I was going Permian here. I was like Lovington. Lovington's kind of like Artesia. You got that Permian, the Friday Night Lights thing going on there. But Blue Mountain State, hey, back your battle.
That's the first one that popped into my head. That really says more about me than it should.
Well, Sean's a sport fan. For those, he's a big sporty
sports
sport
sports.
He's a big sporty sports fan. So.
Hey, I draw my lines where I draw my lines. All right. I like oiled up gentlemen in tights, gripping each other.
I appreciate he tried.
Flipping. I really do give it the old college try. Blue Mountain State. Golly.
I love it.
Yes. Don't go look that show up. It did not age well.
Sports fans are quoting Rudy. Sean's over here like, do you remember in The Replacements when?
Not even The Replacements. What was that movie? Oh, what was that other one? They did a Replacements, but then they did
The Replacements of The Replacements. Yeah.
It was the one with Dave Koechner as the coach.
Yes. I can't remember the name.
We've brought it up on the air before.
Yes, it is. Yeah, MCL and all that.
That's a terrible movie. The guy's name, the quarterback, or one of the quarterback's name is Asil Terry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The coach keep calling him ACL tear. Coach, could you not call me that?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh man. I got football tonight too.
Oh, that's right.
Commanders game preseason's tonight. Cowboys are tomorrow.
I believe tomorrow.
We'll have. By the way, we'll have that game for you on our sister station, S plural stations, on 92.9 The Brand, and of course an Espanol on 106.1 FM.
La
Pantera. So,
let me see. It's Saturday or is it Sunday?
I think it's Saturday.
It might be. Yep, you're right. It is Saturday.
Yep.
And that game is 7 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, it's a night game.
Yep.
Commanders play tonight. Sorry, they're always Redskins in my heart, man. I cannot.
Man's a potato lover.
That's right. Love it.
Can't stop it.
Can't help it. But anyway, their game's tonight. They play Miami, hosting the Dolphins. Ooh. Not that it matters about who they're playing because the scores don't matter, but I still want to watch it. So.
Isotoners.
5:00. No one will be able to contact me. That's the rule.
For at least a good half hour.
For a solid 37 minutes.
So I can stand. I can't stand no more.
Hey, real quick before I do the rundown, don't forget tomorrow evening is the first of two big events this weekend honoring the 70th anniversary of the 1956 Lions Hondo Little League World Series Championship baseball team.
Baseball.
Tomorrow night, beginning at 7:30, they're going to have a big event out at the Lions Hondo Little League ball field on Sunset, 2758 South Sunset. And they're going to be showing a movie about the ball team by Peter Reddick. That's going to start, I believe, at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And I will be emceeing the event for that. Dewey Johnson will be signing his book. That'll be the day there as well. But the event is free, doesn't cost anything. Bring your lawn chairs. How they're going to do it is they're going to, if you ever watch the Mark Solis's Friday night movies, they had that big blow-up screen.
Yep.
They're going to put that out. They're going to put that in the infield.
Okay.
And then we're going to sit in the outfield.
So it's going to be facing like, the screen will be facing the pits, basically.
Yes, yeah. And so you'll be looking in.
I'm going to tell you why. So a buddy of mine has come back to town, and so we're throwing him a big party tomorrow evening. That party is happening next door to the ballpark.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Remember where you used to live on Sunset Place? It's several houses down from that on Sunset
cool.
Place. So I'm like, you do know that whole parking lot's going to be packed tomorrow.
So the screen should be to your back. You will not see the screen.
So I will have to go.
Yeah, if they're using the front ball field. Now, if they're using the back ball field, no, screen would still. All the outfields are looking towards the house. So like I said, I used to live there and walk over and eat Frito pie. But anyway,
well, I was thinking that I mentioned that to Misty. I was like, if you don't really have to cook anything. They're gonna have concessions open, and they're doing it old school too, like peanuts and Cracker Jacks,
free hot dogs,
and free hot dogs.
It's free. Yeah, it's all free evening. It doesn't cost anything. Free hot dogs and all that stuff. But bring your lawn chairs. Enjoy free refreshments and enjoy the documentary that he's going to have going on there too. So pretty cool. Then Sunday at 2:00 they're going to have Dewey is going to have a book signing. Now, by the way, I forgot to mention as many of the original ball players from the team that we can gather for this event will be out at the ball field on Saturday night, and then at the Archives facility on Sunday. Now that'll be at 2 p.m. Again, free event. Now, if you want to talk with the players and sit down, like I said, you can do it at both events, but there's going to be more opportunity on the Sunday event because it'll be indoors and air conditioned and, not trying to show a movie and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of like that. So, but they're going to have, I know, a lot of stuff on Saturday evening with proclamations. They're going to have color guard. It's going to be a lot of fun there. So
it's a really cool story if you've never really dug into it.
Yeah, but join us again 7:30 out at the Lions Hondo ball field on South Sunset, and then Sunday at the Archives facility 208 North Lee.
There you go.
So Captain Mike Evans is going to join us here in just a little bit from the Salvation Army. Unfortunately, we're off a week on breakfast. That was because the second and the Fridays and it all didn't work out. That was last Saturday.
It was delightful.
But we still got lots going on, and so we'll talk with Captain Mike here in just a bit. This one I may have botched, but we'll see. Chavis County Sheriff's Office scheduled to join us there, but I usually send him a thing and I forgot, so probably gonna have to have a backup plan there. And then we do have the folks from the Roswell Public Library scheduled to join us in the 9 o'clock hour. Give us an update on their events and activity there. Before we do any of that, though, let's take a gander at your weather. A rainless Friday now. Write your congressman. This is upsetting.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 72 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 57% with southeast winds at 6 miles per hour. Expect a high of 100 today under sunny skies. Winds out of the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy. Overnight low 71. Excuse me. Hiccups there. West winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. There they go. Now, Saturday, they're giving us a slight rain chance, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, sunny and hot with a high of 99. I'm going to put a silver lining, not 100. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then that's it for rain talk. Saturday evening, partly cloudy, overnight low of 71, sunny, and a high of 98 on Sunday. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking at next week, Monday, sunny and 98, 100 on Tuesday, 102 on Wednesday, 101 on Thursday of next week. So not much difference in the temp drops next week. All right, 7:19. We're going to take about a minute and a half break here, and then Captain Mike Evans with Salvation Army will join us on the other side. Don't go away.
Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices on appliances, and they will beat discount tire prices on tires. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. Listen one more time. Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices, and they will beat discount tire prices. Come into the store for all the details.
This is Wiley Maloney of Roswell Tire and Appliance, inviting you to shop local and save.
They'll beat Home Depot prices, and they'll beat discount tire prices. 101 South Main. Call 575-213-1362 or go online at RoswellTireandAppliance.com.
At New Mexico Gas Company, we believe there's money hiding in your home. It's true. It's hiding in your insulation, in your water heater, and in your furnace. And New Mexico Gas Company can help you tap into that money with rebates up to $800 for high-efficiency natural gas improvements. Your energy costs will go down, and your wallet will thank you. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and we provide energy efficiency solutions to save you money. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgcgetrebates.com.
Let's see what's at the cow. Autumn, Christmas, and holiday fabrics are here. The Calico Cow is your dealer for handy quilter, brother, and baby lock machines, and they service and repair most models. It's time to create. Sign up now for our classes and follow Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop on Facebook for updates and creation ideas. Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come to the cow.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching television. For the ultimate workout, fall asleep in front of the TV. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in the studio this morning from the Salvation Army, Captain Mike Evans back with us. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Let you know once I get another cup of coffee.
That's right, about just get the IV hookup. We'll just.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, or the and I'm not familiar, but like the Camelback backpacks, like are those good for insulating? Like, do they keep hot things hot and cold things cold? I don't know how good they are doing that. If they did though, you put a lot of coffee back.
But Salvation Army does have for emergency disaster services. They have in the East Coast. They have these backpacks they had made that carry like this big insulated container on your back. It's for coffee out there on disaster scenes to be able to walk the lines and give coffee to first responders.
So you could just be like a So I
just need to get one of those.
Right? That's genius. Hey, when you need coffee, you could shoot it 6 feet in someone's mouth. But anyway, another conversation.
I'm not 6 feet away. I only need to go about a foot.
Sing for your coffee. But for folks that aren't familiar, we have our very own Salvation Army facility here downtown, and serves our community, helping folks in many ways. We're off a week, unfortunately, but I do want to mention it before we kind of talk about other events coming up. The second Saturday every month, it just, even though today is the second Friday, that's the way that things worked out. Usually Mike comes in the Friday before, but because of the calendar, it just didn't work out. But the second Saturday every month, one of the major fundraisers that our local Salvation Army does is provide an all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet for $10. And from 7 to 11 on the second Saturday of each month, if you come down to the facility, pay $10. You can enjoy eggs, omelet bar, and then go head on over to the all-you-can-eat of sausage and pancakes and charro beans or menudo or whatever's going on that day. And then and thanks to some donors and helpers there, all of the money that goes from that event goes back to helping Salvation Army and their programs and things. So by you having a super affordable breakfast, you are and eating to your heart's content, you're really helping the Salvation Army each and every month serve those in our community.
And it's the best deal in town. $10 per person.
Yep. But mark it on your calendars because you're a week off this week, so it'll be 3 weeks
next month.
Yeah, it'll be. Join us for the September one here, which will be that second Saturday. So just kind of set a reminder in your phone or put it on your calendar, or just that second Saturday.
It's the Saturday of air races are going to be here.
Oh, that's right. That'll be that week.
So if you see visitors visiting and
bring them on in.
Hey, you want a really good breakfast? Come on down to Salvation Army on Saturday.
That's right. So bring them on in. So, but it is a great. It's a great way to support the Salvation Army. That being said, if you'd like to get involved, we have a lot of other great stuff too going on because unfortunately the need is never smaller or gets smaller or lessens or anything. So where you guys are constantly putting food boxes together, doing helping people with utility bills, whatever, that's the kind of stuff that you guys are doing. Of course, folks utilizing the and donating to the thrift store is always a great way to help the Salvation Army too. So.
Yeah, and I don't know if people are aware, we do about 1,700 food boxes out of our food bank each month.
Wow. Yep.
That's 1,700 families that are getting to eat by coming over there.
Think about that. And then times 12, that's a lot of food that you guys, and to be honest, that doesn't even still cover all bases, I'm sure. That's where we're at here. But, the one thing that I know you guys always seek and help for is if you're an organization or a group or youth group or whatever, church group or whatever you're would like to get together and do service, the Salvation Army, they have days where they're packing food boxes, and just about every day actually, but they always have like a group in, like a baseball team or whatever, church group. They'll come in and they'll spend a few hours and they'll just pack boxes and do things. That's a huge service to the Salvation Army. So if you have any groups that are wanting to do some kind of stuff like that, please get a hold of Mike or his wife here, and let's make that happen. So.
Oh yeah, we always love it. We have groups like Alturas and Woodman's Life, and there's all kinds of groups that come in. They'll even pick a Saturday, and I'll have one or two of my employees come in on a Saturday and just help lead them and show them what to do.
There you go.
Everybody seems to have a good time. Everybody always wants to come back and do it again.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's. I think it's because you're seeing the fruit of your labor in action, so to speak. Yeah. You see all the food, and you're like, wow, somebody's going to get to eat because of all the stuff we did here. That's pretty cool stuff. And so please reach out if you'd like to do that. Maybe if you come to the next breakfast or whatever, and you say, hey, I heard, got to sign up and do all that. But there is actually a couple events coming up between now and the next time we see you. We want to put on people's radar too here. Talk about the car show and all that.
Yes, we have a huge car show that we're putting on next Saturday.
Okay.
So not tomorrow, but next Saturday on the 22nd. It's going to be at Walmart.
So after Football Friday, come out for Car Show Saturday.
Car Show Saturday. And it's for a really good cause. It's not only going to support our youth programs, the programs that we have for the youth, like our Troops program, but also YDI, which is Youth Development Incorporated.
Okay.
And which is the ones that had the Head Start now.
Oh, okay.
And so we're doing a fundraiser for both of our organizations. We're going to split the proceeds to help with the kids with the Head Start and help with our kids in Troops.
Very good.
It's sponsored by Parnell Law.
Okay.
Get hurt, call Bert.
There you
I
go.
always love those commercials.
322 Bert.
So they're gracious enough to give us a check to be able to sponsor this because they really want to give back to our community.
Yeah.
They're going to be out there giving out all kinds of swag and
cool.
We're going to I already have a bunch of vendors lined up and food trucks.
All right. So come hungry. Come see some of Chavez County's food truck finest, but that game's getting strong, man. There's a lot of food trucks out there now. So come do a car tour and a food crawl, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah. So, support our local companies,
Absolutely.
Our businesses out there, working in those trucks. And if it's 100 degrees out there and you're in a food truck, you deserve the pay.
Yeah. I bet the lemonade people will be very popular.
Oh, there's a lemonade people going to be there. They're going to make a lot of money. You know that. And a snow cone vendor is going to be there.
That one's going to be very popular, too.
But and of course, you got, one of our main sponsors for most of the stuff we do, Jersey Mike's, is right there in that parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Telling you, best fast food cheesesteak is the Jersey Mike. I mean, I'm not going to go, Philly and what they do down there. That's the legit. But as far as a fast food cheesesteak I've had, that's probably the best one I've had.
Yeah.
So.
And then we got Walmart's already given us some items to be able to raffle off.
Good deal.
Some other local companies have done that. and we've got a bunch of items where if you enter a car into the car show, which is $25 per car.
Okay.
$15 to enter a lowrider bike.
Okay.
We're going to have contests for that, including a People's Choice. So
nice.
if you just want to come and check out all the cars and look at the cars, you still get a vote in.
Vote on your favorites.
In the People's Choice Award. We'll award the People's Choice to whichever car, no matter what class, gets the most votes.
Gotcha. Do they create the classes depending on what shows up kind of thing? Or
we have a lowrider class, we have
Okay.
a classic class, a truck class,
Okay.
a sports car class.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be giving awards out for best bike.
Nice.
So we have first, second, and third place prizes for those categories.
Okay.
And then we also have the People's Choice and best of show.
Nice.
So whichever car, no matter what class, gets the highest votes or the highest tally from the judges will also win.
Gotcha. So please come one, come all, car people, come check it out. It should be a lot. What time does it start next Saturday?
10 o'clock.
10 a.m. And
we're going to set up at 9. You know, that's when the cars can show up,
Okay.
and we'll get them all parked and set
should
up.
be easy to find. Go to the part of the parking lot where all the cars are shiny and new and looking pretty, you know. They look like everyday cars. That's just people shopping at Walmart. Keep going to all the cars are shiny and candy apple red, fired up and all that.
You're not going to miss it.
It's like, why is this Honda Civic in here? It's like, oh, because this is just people shopping at Walmart. That's fine. But
this car might be a classic, but I don't think it's in the show.
Right. Yeah, that rust is vintage. But yeah, come. That sounds like a lot of fun. Come see and I would even offer, you know, because car people love to talk cars, and so if you're like wanting to get into cars, and this is the place to go, because if you're like wanting to get into the hobby and trying to learn all that every person on that planet loves to tell you about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
First off, be
and if you
prepared
just get into it, and you see a car you like, just go ask the guy about the car, and you will get in there.
Yep.
We love to talk about our cars, so you can learn everything you want about them.
Yeah, car people love that, but every one of them will tell you, be prepared to be broke. Because that's what ends up happening is you get this, you go more, and you go.
Well, is it the same with all of us from that generation?
This is true. There's no lies.
Our bodies break after so long, too.
Yeah, absolutely true. But yeah, you always just want to kind of, you know, because it's because it either comes. I'm sure it either goes two directions for car people. It's the ones that love turning wrenches. It's just about the next project. But then there's also the people. It's like, okay, I've got this one. Now I want the other one, or I want the, you know, I've got the. I'm going to collect them all. I'm going to get the Camaro, then the Dodge, and the Ford. You know, I'm going to have all of them. You know, whatever their thing is, they got to have.
That's my wife. I got her this beautiful. We call her Beauty. Her car. It's a '75 Pontiac Le Mans.
Oh.
And so she's got it. She loves her car so much, but she still wants that Monte Carlo.
Right.
And it's like, and I have a '75 Impala Glasshouse.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so we got the two cars. Now she wants the Monte Carlo. I'm like, there's only two of us. We can't drive all three.
Right. How many cars are going to have?
We don't need another one.
But I get it, though, because I'm kind of I loved the Monte Carlos back in the day. My uncle, he owned a 77 that he loved. It was a boat, man. But that thing was like Monte Carlos could pull off the boat better than other cars could, you know, where it was what's the word I'm looking for? Pimp. It was more like a Monte Carlo, man. It just,
well, they got that sleek design.
Yeah, it looked good. Whereas other big cars like that look like boats, and I also, we both grew up in kind of when they did a sport version of the Monte Carlo, the super sports that are the rare ones now that are those things.
Oh, yeah.
They were like fantasy supercars to us when we were kids. Now I don't think so much, but back then they were.
They were the Corvettes of back then.
Yeah, exactly. You know. But I think if you have like a cherry one, they're probably worth money, huh? Like a Monte Carlo Super Sport, like if it's fixed up and everything. Yeah. But anyway, that'll be next Saturday at Walmart there, beginning at 10 a.m. Come either. And now, if folks want to enter the car show and all that, what's the easiest way to do that?
Easiest way to do that would go to our Facebook page,
Okay.
Salvation Army Roswell Corps.
Okay.
And there's a link on there and all the flyers for it, and it'll take you to where you can sign up, or you can just come by our location on College Boulevard.
Yeah,
and let us know. Give us a call. We can verbally sign you up, and also we'll still take day ofs if you show up on that day, because we know the car club community. I mean, I've been part of it for
you hear about it
10
last
years
minute,
or so.
or you're not sure. Yeah.
Well, we don't decide to go to the car show until that week. I mean, we might be like, okay, yeah, we got this car show we're gonna go to,
right?
But we never sign up until.
Well, is it mentally like, is the car going to be ready kind of thing, or what's usually the
weather?
Weather, okay. Oh yeah.
Is it going to rain?
That makes sense. I don't want to take it out. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, good thing about New Mexico, it rarely rains here, so you'd be all right.
And we still have a few vendor spots. If you got a food truck you want to enter, it's $50 to be able to not enter, but if you want to set up
there
and sell, it's like it's $50.
Well, I could say it's a car show. You're going to get a great, you got a great crowd, and to be honest, because you're at Walmart, you're going to draw a lot of people that just didn't know about it and be like, oh, what's going on over there? And they'll still like, oh, it's a car show. Cool. And then they'll go eat and nosh.
Not just Walmart. You also got Sam's Club.
Sure.
So.
It's just everybody that's tootling around that area of town there.
Now, I don't know about you. A lot of times I've driven by and it's like, oh, look, a taco truck. And just pull over and get something.
Yeah. I'm definitely a creature of, squirrel. All right. What's that? What's that shiny thing over there? But cool. So, but if you want to get involved, as a vendor or as a car shower, please get a hold of us. I mean, like I said, you could do it. Now, food truck folks, please get that done here in the next couple of days. But like you said, as far as getting into the car show, sooner rather than later. But if you space on it till Saturday morning, we'll get you in on that. No big deal.
The cars. Yeah, we'll get you in. It's better to sign up early so we can plot it out. And make sure.
How do you
like cars are by each other and
how much parking lot did they give you for Saturday there?
I would say a quarter or a third of the parking lot.
Okay, I'm assuming the back half closer to the
it's the
highway
side closer to in between Walmart and Sam's Club.
Okay,
where all the semis usually park and all that.
Yes, kind of closer to Chili's and all that end of the Jersey Mike's and that little shopping center and all that. There.
Well, Jersey Mike's will be off. They didn't split it closer to Walmart and. Further from Walmart.
I mean, you're not going to miss it. I was just kind of in my head trying to figure it out.
Not going to miss, but it's the if you're looking at their parking lot from standing at their doors, the right side of the parking lot.
Okay.
Over by that section.
Gotcha. Okay.
By garden and all that.
Yeah, I know exactly.
The garden section.
Yeah, I was just trying to visualize in my head where it was at, and I get overthink things. But anyway, you guys are not going to have a problem missing it.
You're not going to miss it.
Yeah, you're going to go by there and it's like, oh, look at all those shiny cars. And they'll go.
And we got, a DJ and live entertainment. Some performers are going to be performing. So we're going to have jumping houses for the kids because, it's raising money for kids programs.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have jumping castles there. YDI themselves, Head Start's going to set up a table to let you know about their program.
So they can actually sign up, I'm assuming children at the event for a Head Start?
I can't speak for Head Start. Okay. I don't know what their plans are.
But certainly if you want information,
they're going to be there.
They're going to be there. And yes, this will be a place to learn all that. But I'm going to imagine if they can't sign you up, they're going to tell you exactly how to do that at the event.
Exactly.
So, if not directly. So,
But for our Truce program, we'll be doing sign-ups there. So.
Well, good deal. And then, of course, if you, we were talking about earlier, if you want to learn more about different ways you're a group. This is an event to come out, talk to them, say, talk a little about what more you if you have a group or civic group want to get involved in helping out with Salvation Army, whether it being putting together food boxes or something more than that.
There's all kinds of things they can do to help volunteer. There's the food boxes. There's our homeless feeding program. We have Mark who goes out twice a week and delivers sandwiches and stuff, and bag lunches and dinners to the homeless. I say sandwiches, but he does bean burritos more often than not.
Yeah, he's kind of and he's also the one serving you omelets and what have you.
Yeah, and on Sunday mornings. On the Saturdays
breakfast. Yeah,
but then we also do a hot breakfast on Sunday mornings for the homeless. Too.
Gotcha.
So
okay,
and you can always come help out with that when any of those.
Less hands make more.
Kettle season's coming up. We're gonna have the bell ringers out there pretty soon.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna blink and it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas before you know it here. So yes. So, again, is that it's not too early to start signing up if you want to sign up as a group or anything to be a bell ringers. That various downtown locations this year, and your usual suspects in your downtown where you normally see Salvation Army bell ringers. You'll see them back there again this year. But if you want to, again, that's another big. The more and the cool thing about Salvation Army is, yes, it's an international organization, but like all the money that you're collecting here in our stores and events
right
like
here in Roswell
helps people right here in Roswell and Chaves County. It's all helping people local here. So that's one of the cool parts where Salvation Army has this huge international footprint. People see it and say, okay, I trust that. You know, when it comes to helping and giving, that's something that, people, because of the standard that the Salvation Army has. But that being said, it's a big organization, and you're not, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle. It's like, where my money goes to this big conglomerate. And no. All this money is here local helping, and it will feed people in our community. It'll provide opportunities for people right here in your backyard. So it's a cool part about it. So every time you go have breakfast, every time you drop some cash in that ringer, that bell, the kettle, not in the bell, in the kettle, then you're helping right here in
and every time you shop at our thrift store, you're helping, Betty down the street, who's a single mom about to have the light shut off, helps her keep the lights on the month.
Absolutely. It's this is how we help our community doing that stuff. So come shop or come donate. I know pretty much donate, but is there, as far as donations at the thrift stores, or things like you could use more than others? I don't know, because I know people just donate anything, furniture and all that kind of stuff, but I know some of it you hand out directly to people in need. If it's homeless and stuff, it's clothing or towels, whatever it is, stuff like that.
What we do is the stuff we get at the thrift store. We do give out clothing vouchers and furniture vouchers at our main location on College, where our social service is located. And if somebody is needing clothes or something, they come and they fill out just an application. We give them a voucher. They go to the thrift store and get what they need.
Got it. Okay.
And we don't separate. This is stuff only a voucher people can get. We just give them a dollar amount, and they can go over and get
buy what they need or
whatever they need, no matter within reason.
Sure.
They can't use a clothing voucher and walk out with a big old $1,000 dining room table.
Right.
But then my wife also will give out furniture vouchers and household item vouchers for. We don't want any kids sleeping on the floor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So beds we get in. If there's a family in need and the kid is sleeping on the floor, my wife will do everything she can
to
get them a bed.
Absolutely.
If they're just moving into somewhere and they're in dire need of a kitchen table,
pots and pans, or
we'll give out as best we can. I mean, we have to have the items. So if you do have furniture, that's the biggest need.
So we'll take any
of
that.
We'll definitely take it. And, if we sell it, hey, that money will go into the pool to be able to still help people.
But anyway, it's going to help out,
But if somebody comes in that's really in need of it, we get a lot of is people who've lost everything in a fire.
Sure, fire, flood, or something like that, a disaster of some kind.
And so we'll help them refurnish their new place that they get into.
Yep.
I mean, we don't give them everything they need. It's more about needs, not wants.
Sure. But, if you need a place to sleep, you need a place to eat somewhere. And if you don't have that, let's see if we can.
You need pots and pans.
Yeah, you need. Yeah. You don't realize what you need till you don't have it. You're like, oh man, a place to sit would be nice. You got
any couches?
I have no microwave. I have no coffee pot. I have nothing to, sometimes these things are the game changers to help people.
And not only that, a lot of the people that come and shop with us, it's not, we have people that do have money that come shop there. But we also have a lot of that,
if you're looking for
they can't
on
afford to walk
stuff.
into a store and buy a microwave, so they rely on places like us that they can come get one relatively cheap.
Well, and I argue too, if you like, we're all trying to save money and things, and for instance, I always say this, especially like if you're a college kid that's just kind of transitioning to the real world, so to speak, and say you get a job that requires you to change your whole wardrobe and you got to buy business attire and things like that. That is crazy expensive. Go to thrift stores, go to places, buy dress clothing there where it's pennies on the dollar. It looks great, probably better quality than what you could actually afford in a You know what I mean? Like, somebody donated probably a pretty nice suit that you're paying that brand new cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that way you can, instead of spending thousands of dollars redoing wardrobe, you can spend a third of that. Okay, now I got 5 dresses or 5 business outfits to get me through the week, and places like the thrift store are perfect to help you do that.
Yeah, instead of spending $800 on a suit, you spend $15 at the Salvation Army.
Exactly. And that's just smart. Had I hindsight, like, I was smart, I would have. I would have done that instead of, 'cause you don't realize how crazy expensive that is when you do that flip to the real world sometimes. You're like, I got to buy adult things. But, and so please shop and utilize it that way. But if you have donations too, please, all those donations, furniture, clothing, household goods, any of that kind of stuff, that it all goes back to helping our community here, whether it's, someone getting a good deal, but every dime that's raised from it goes back to putting food in people's mouths, keeping the lights on, keeping people from being homeless. So, yep, that's what it does. Or helping people that are homeless try to get out of being that situation. So, what else do we want to cover? So we got the car show, talk breakfast, just volunteers needed. What else do we want to cover? Anything else?
Just, if you got kids that are bored on Wednesdays, we have our troops program.
Okay.
It's kind of like a scouting program, kind of like Boys and Girls Scouts.
Gotcha.
But
is it like would you call it an after-school program, or is it bigger than that? Probably it's more of
it's not bigger than that. No,
Okay.
It's still small. But
gotcha.
The kids, they can work on badges. They learn different things.
Gotcha.
Plus, they have a lot of fun.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can't even get work done in my office because there's so much hooping and hollering from the kids. It's like
cool.
And I don't mind it because the sound of kids playing and having fun. If you don't like that sound, there's something wrong with you.
It's a happy sound. It's not, I'll take that over what I hear half the day sometimes. So,
so you can always give us a call at the Corps if your kids need rides to it. I do provide rides.
Okay.
I just need the parents to fill out a permission slip for us to be able to transport them.
Gotcha.
So we'll pick them up and then drop them off when it's over.
Nice. So come, and that's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
At 5 p.m. So ask about that, and of course, don't forget car show 1 week from tomorrow, next Saturday at the Walmart parking lot, beginning at 10 a.m. Come by the Salvation Army or go online and sign up if you want to be a vendor or
enter a car or a bike,
or an entry into the car as a bike or a car show. And if not, just come on out and meet us beginning about 10 o'clock. What time's everything going to wrap up on Saturday?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. So you got pretty much all afternoon to get out there too. So if you can't quite make it at 10, you can come on out at 1 or something like that. And
come check out all the cool cars
and all that stuff. Yeah, and then don't forget, second Saturday of every month is Salvation Army Breakfast Saturday from 7 to 11 each and every Saturday for $10. All you can eat breakfast, full eggs cooked to order, omelet bar, and all you can eat, bacon, sausage, ham, all the breakfast fixings there. So. And of course, always looking for volunteers to put together food boxes or servants, any other capacity. If you're a youth group, civic organization, whatever, would like to work as a group to do stuff like that, again, please reach out to Salvation Army and let's see what we can do to make that happen. You can call the office directly here in Roswell at 575-622-8700. And if you need to call the thrift store, 622-7126.
You can also get it at the 8700 because it'll give you an automated answering. You just push 1 for thrift store.
Oh, okay. Then it'll transfer you.
I think it's 2 for food bank, 3 for social services, 4 for if you need rides to troops or our programs.
Okay, so it's kind of, when you get there, it'll be a one-stop menu shop to direct you where you need to go there. Good deal. Well, as always, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the visit. We'll see you next month here, and hopefully, next month the lineup, it'll actually be the day before breakfast.
If you look at the calendar, there's like 1 month a year where the second Friday is not the same week as the second Saturday.
Yeah, ta-da! Here it is. But thank you for you and what your wife do in our community. We greatly appreciate that, and anything we can do to help, please don't hesitate to reach out.
All right, thank you so much.
Good deal. Go get that other coffee now.
Okay.
We'll work on that Camelback thing and see what we can do to kind
I'll
of
see if I can order one.
There you go. Or at least a helmet. I don't know, something. We need something a quick coffee delivering device. Something efficient.
Maybe we should invent one.
There you go. I think so. And, well, let's just say maybe if we do it right, I don't think we'll need to collect donations anymore. We can help help everybody with it. All right, it is 7, closing out 7:50. Let's pause for news and weather and all that. Take care. Thanks, Mike. We'll be back. Don't go away.
SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. There's been nothing official from the prosecution or the defense, but sources say that today could bring a major development in a high-profile stalking and murder case out of New York City. Sources tell various media outlets that Luigi Mangione may plead guilty to the federal case stemming from the ambush killing of former United Healthcare CEO on a Manhattan sidewalk back in 2024. Indiana's governor is deploying additional resources to deal with the impact of severe flooding that's devastated so much of the state. Rescuers in Colombia have been pleading for silence as they listen for signs of life in the rubble left by the deadly earthquake that hit on Monday. The disaster killed more than 280 people, with hundreds more still missing. Firefighters in France and central England battling multiple fires amid record-breaking heat. More details at srnnews.com.
By now you've heard the reports. More than 120,000 license plate cameras, all run by one private company, Flock Safety. Sure, governments have scanned plates for decades, but Flock pulled off a modern miracle. I'm Kim Commando for Incogni. Data brokers make it easy for anyone to look you up online. Protect your personal information with Incogni. Get 60% off today at privacykim.com. The miracle? It united civil liberties left and the don't tread on me right. These folks agree on nothing. Now they agree on Flock. That's not a controversy. That's a perfect storm. Yesterday, Flock CEO felt the heat. New limits on police access. His words were not Big Brother. Too late, vandals are ripping cameras right off the poles. Cities and HOAs are canceling contracts. Flock's bracing for serious losses. And here's the kicker. The government's plate readers, still up. Still scanning, still watching you drive to Target. Guess when the whole country gives you the bird, the flock scatters. Get more tech news that you can use with my free newsletter. GetKim.com. When police searched the car of the man who assassinated a Minnesota lawmaker and her husband in their own home, they found a notebook. Inside, a handwritten list of 11 websites. Not weapon sites. Data brokers. People search sites that sell your home address for just a couple of bucks. Type your name into one right now, and there you are. Your address, your phone, your family's names, a photo of your front door. Anyone can look you up in seconds, and you'll never know who did. That's why I use Incogni. It forces data brokers and people's search sites to delete you, then keeps checking because deleted data creeps back. Incogni has scrubbed me from over 400 sites, while I did exactly nothing. You lock your doors every night. So tonight, lock down your address. Go to privacykim.com for 60% off. That's privacykim.com, because the next time a stranger searches your name, let them find nothing. A scammer or worse can't find you if you don't exist. Get 60% off right now at privacykim.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of a shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Tomorrow's preseason opener in Seattle is huge for Joe Milton as he tries to hold on to his job as the primary backup to Dak. You'll hear from Joe after this.
Picture yourself making your morning coffee. You know those few minutes while the water and the beans do their thing? Instead of scrolling, what if you video called a friend?
Connect with confidence, knowing AT&T Internet Backup is included at no extra cost. Guaranteed. So even in a rare fiber outage, your wireless data can keep you connected. A cup and a call? That's the new ritual. Internet Backup requires eligible AT&T wireless service, activation, and power source. Speeds vary. AT&T may slow data speeds if the network is busy. Backup may not be available in all locations. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenAirport.com.
One of the position battles here at Cowboys camp is between Sam Howell and Joe Milton as to who'll be number 2 on the depth chart at quarterback behind Dak Prescott. Milton has the better arm and athleticism, plus a year's experience in this Cowboys offense. Milton knows that, especially in this preseason game, he's being evaluated not only by how well he moves the team down the field, but on how he comports himself.
Never let them see you sweat. We have to be able to flush a play, have to be able to reset our mind to be able to process the things that's going on. So I say as a quarterback job is to flush a play and move on with the next one.
Later this afternoon, we head up to Santa Barbara, where we'll catch the team charter to fly to Seattle. Cowboys Seahawks kickoff is tomorrow night at 7 Central, right here on your radio home for the boys.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. More than 40 S&P 500 companies reported $9.6 billion in Trump tariff refunds in the past quarter. Some of the companies reporting the biggest refunds so far include Apple at $2.2 billion, Nike at $986 million, FedEx at $800 million, and Amazon at $640 million. The total amount of the tariffs that were invalidated after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled them illegal is $166 billion. The Labor Department reported Thursday that 209,000 people filed for jobless claims last week. That's up from a revised 200,000 the week before. The benchmark 30-year fixed-rate mortgage rate tumbled to 6.67%, down from 6.69% reported last week. Air India will begin mandatory substance testing for all pilots, days after a pilot involved in a serious mid-air incident tested positive for marijuana. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
This lot is stocked. The Summer is Stocked sales event is on now at Roswell Hyundai with great deals on an unbelievable selection of fresh new vehicles. Get 3.49% for up to 60 months and $1,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Kona, 3.49% for 60 and $2,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Elantra, and 0% for 60 and up to $3,000 in dealer choice bonus cash on 26 Tucson SE, plus 0 down and no payments for 90 days. The Summer is Stocked sales event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Many will recognize the first verse to this well-known hymn. But what if you're in a place where you can't say, it's well with my soul? Well, I want you to know that God is still there and he's still listening. Psalm 91 says, those who love me I will deliver. The first verse of a new play on an old hymn by a group called Mercy Me goes like this. Make it well with my soul. Don't let me face this loneliness alone. Make it well with my soul. I need a peace that only heaven knows. Jesus, could you please just sit and cry with me till I can sing, it is well with my soul. Even if your soul doesn't feel well, God is still there and will guide you to a place where your soul can be well again. Trust in him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell. This summer, enjoy outdoor family fun with seamless Wi-Fi, now available from Plateau. Great news, Roswell. Construction on Zone 39 is officially complete. Save on the speed you need with Plateau. Switch today and get reliable, blazing fast speed to stream more, game more, and surf more than ever before. Plus consistent billing and no data caps. And with Plateau, you'll save more too. Call 1-877-PLATEAU or log on to PlateauTel.com today. Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
If you plug your nose, you can't tell the difference between an apple, potato, and an onion. Unless you open your eyes. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:58. Stay tuned next hour here around 8:15 or so. We're scheduled to have the folks in the Chaves County Sheriff's Office join us, though I must confess I forgot to send them a text to remind them, so they may not be here because they forget, and I forgot to text. So I might have a backup plan, but just it'd be my fault, not theirs, if it happens. So it's just want to give you a heads up on that. So anyway, so I don't really have enough time to talk about this, but I'm being a Redskins fan, a Commanders fan, and all that, and people that are NFL fans have probably been following this over the last 24 hours of Jaden Daniels and the number 5 and all this and the LSU, and there's a whole thing going on. And I'm not going to lie, I am so sick of jersey number talk. That's really, as far as non-football related stuff they've been talking about in Washington all week. And it's not just the Jaden Daniels thing, because before that it was the Stephon Diggs thing, where Stephon Diggs wants the number 7, and the number 7 is Joe Theismann. For anybody that's a Washington fan, it's not a retired number, but it's kind of one of these unwritten, don't take that number. But Dwayne Haskins had the number. It's a whole thing. But I've been talking about it. And then as soon as we thought we're getting that resolved, and then now we roll into the JD5 and then the LSU thing. I'll talk a little bit more maybe next hour here. But all I know is I'm just sick of jersey numbers and talking about them, and I don't care. Be whatever number you want. Doesn't matter to me. All right. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back on the other side of the news.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomas. Americans pulled the purse strings tighter last month with a slump in retail sales. Sales slipped 0.6%, the biggest drop since May of 2025. April and May brought a notable bump in spending, with many Americans making use of their tax refunds. Mum's the word from the prosecution and the defense amid reports of a major development today in a high-profile stalking and murder case.
Luigi Mangione is expected to plead guilty as early as Friday in the federal case accusing him of stalking and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The person speaking anonymously also says it's possible Mangione could change his mind. He's expected to attend a hearing Friday in the case. Mangione is accused of shooting Thompson outside a New York City hotel in December 2024. His lawyers and spokespeople for the Justice Department and Manhattan federal prosecutors have declined to comment. I'm Mike Hempen.
Indiana's governor is deploying additional resources to deal with the impact of severe flooding that's devastated much of the state. Governor Mike Braun speaking in Cambridge City. It's about 50 miles east of Indianapolis.
We've got the National Guard involved up in the northwest because of all the debris, trees down everywhere. Here, there'll be a Black Hawk helicopter. Stay on call because sadly, the forecast says we could get 2 to 4 more inches down here.
Rescuers in Columbia have been pleading for silence as they listen for signs of life in the rubble left by Monday's deadly earthquake. The disaster killed more than 280 people. Hundreds more are listed as still unaccounted for. On Wall Street, the Dow is trading about 8 points higher, while the Nasdaq is up 11, and the S&P is better by 7 points. More on these stories. Townhall.com.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250, micro. And yes, I told you so.
In a special election in Britain, Nigel Farage has beaten trash-can-wearing comedian candidate Count Binface to regain the seat in Parliament he quit a month ago.
Nigel Farage has won a resounding victory. He won more votes today than he did at the general election 2 years ago. There were fewer votes cast today than that election 2 years ago, and yet he won more. And Reform UK will argue that that vindicates their decision to call this election and sends a message to that parliamentary investigation that's ongoing into his finances to say that this seat strongly backs Nigel Farage.
The BBC's Harry Farley. Firefighters in France and central England are battling multiple fires amid record-breaking heat. France is experiencing its driest year ever, with a new fire forcing more than 500 people to evacuate. Fires also affecting cooler areas like North and Brittany in England. Fires as well and evacuations. Townhall.com. Echoes of the far distant past surface thanks to a dry spell in Italy's largest city.
Rome's ancient Nero's Bridge has re-emerged from the Tiber River as exceptionally low water levels expose parts of the historic structure near St. Peter's Basilica. Weeks of little to no rain have caused the Tiber's flow to fall below 80 cubic meters per second, that according to Rome's Civil Protection Service. Archaeologists say the bridge, traditionally associated with Emperor Nero, may actually predate his reign and have been built under his uncle, Emperor Caligula. The discovery comes as Rome faces a water crisis after prolonged dry periods. Keith Peters reporting.
President Trump plans to highlight his crime-fighting and public safety record during a visit today to a New York police academy. He'll release new FBI crime statistics showing a decrease in violent crime last year. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's been long enough. They can retire their nickname. I think that we should start calling ourselves the Beef Boys.
The Beef Boys?
Beef Boys in the morning, man. Telling you. I was telling Mike a story that several years ago, a couple of my work colleagues had a weekly meeting where they would not really meet about anything except for meat. They had steaks and just hung out, and they called themselves the Beef Boys.
I think to add to the meeting, though, if you want to keep it more like a Festivus type thing, like the Beef Boys, you eat beef
and
while
you
complaining air your beef.
Well, which is funny because the guy in question was making a specific face, and it did look like there were grievances being aired. And that's a face that's airing grievances.
Yeah, one way or another. I'm not sure which end the grievances are being aired from. But
he swore up and down that's his "not now I'm eating" face. By the way, shout out Ryan.
That face reminds me of the face from. It's one of my favorite lines from the movie Look Who's Talking. Remember that movie?
Oh, I remember that movie, yeah.
And
Abe Vigoda, classic.
The baby just pooped the diaper, and the wife said, "Did he just crap his pants?" He goes, "No, he's thinking real hard."
Yep.
And so I see that. Looks like he's thinking real hard.
Any new parents out there, they understand. It's almost like poetic.
Yeah.
That the only time before like 2 months that you will ever see your infant, your newborn, the light of your life, the beauty that you and your partner brought into this world.
Yeah.
The only time you are going to see that child smile is when they are in the process of pooing. It is the only time they will smile. It's so poetic. It's like, you get your smile, Mom and Dad.
Right.
You just got to clean up afterwards.
The relief
Welcome
I feel
to
right now
parenthood.
is making me happy. That's their first relief.
It is. It's like, yeah, that rules.
Yeah.
Is this what you guys have been talking about this whole time? This is awesome.
Like, they haven't had ice cream sundaes or nothing like that. This is the best they got is the pooping sensation. Like,
They've never experienced the joy of a Jet 2 holiday.
But I get it. I get it now. I don't know if you've seen the commercial. I think it's for Huggies or Pampers or one of them, where it's a couple and they got the kid, and she's like, the joy of nature, and the kid smiles and goes, just lets out this just god awful. It's a pretty good commercial.
New Parenthood also makes you question things like physics, gravity. It's like, how did that crawl up your back?
Yeah, it's pretty
you
good.
learn surface tension. It's really, New Parenthood really is applying high school science to your life. You're like, when am I ever going to use this? Parenthood, trust me on this one.
See, this just proves my point. Kids can get away with much more funnier stuff.
Right.
You know, you poop your diaper as a kid, everyone giggles. You do as a grown man.
You do it on a city bus, and all of a sudden you're the problem.
Exactly. Where's my laugh at joke? This is cute.
I smiled after and everything. What the heck?
Yeah, pretty much there. So, I kind of explained this thing, and I'm just so sick of numbers, and I'm sick of this whole thing. But so
you can quit anytime you want.
No. So
you're doing it to yourself, old man.
Well, this is dumb. This is just dumb, and I don't. It's dumb on everybody. So the latest now is, and again, I was talking about this earlier. I've been the commanders and numbers and all. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But it started in the week with when they signed Tavon Diggs, and or not Tavon, Stephon Diggs. Wrong Diggs.
My cat.
Stephon
they signed my
Diggs.
cat.
Not his brother, Stephon.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they signed Stephon, and he requested or asked permission to wear number 7. Now, for Redskins fans, number 7 is Joe Theismann. Super Bowl. His number is not retired, but it's one of those numbers like no. But several years ago, Dwayne Haskins got that number.
Oh, wow.
Dwayne Haskins was a bust quarterback for us, and then he ended tragically dying in a car accident.
I wonder if there's any relation to Don Haskins.
No. Different people.
Principal Belding from Saved by the Bell.
Okay. Not related, pretty sure. Less
pigment.
Yes.
One would say.
Yes. But anyway, and so he wore that number, and they kind of, and so Joe Theismann's like, look, the number belongs to the team. I'm not, but people are like feeling the kind of way because he asked, and to be honest, Diggs wants number 7 to honor Haskins because he was like his boy, his little friend, or he grew him up, or they have a connection. I don't know the deal. And so he asked, and so to me, this number, I don't know if he's going to wear it. I don't know. He's 18 right now. But anyway, so just dealing with all that, and I'm just like, who cares? Theismann, who cares? Who cares? Why is this a thing?
Right.
That's all we're talking about. And then Jaden Daniels started a whole thing yesterday about they gave out, he's number 5. They gave number 5 to a LSU cornerback, and then like he retired. And they've never given out Joe Burrow's number. They're like Heisman Trophy winners they got is Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, and so people are like making a thing out of that. But Jaden Daniels is suing the school.
Oh wow!
Because they're for his likeness, and the yesterday they were saying it was all about the number and all that. Now it's shifting to no, it's not the number. He wants to get paid for his name, likeness, name lineage at the state that the school's using for him still on all of that. So I don't know what's going on here. If that's the case, and it's fine, but I don't care.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I probably am.
Yeah.
Sports go sports, but wasn't Theismann the one who had that horrific?
Yes, the leg injury from Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. Yes. I would almost argue, want that number. Well, I mean, let's think about it. Theismann wore it, L.T. Hansen, snap, holy, whatever, that famous broadcast line.
Then Haskins wore it and dies.
And then Haskins wore it and dies. I'm saying you might not. I mean, I understand the connection, but
yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Now, pull back the curtain. Joe Theismann's just fine. He's financially well. Does good for. He's
He's doing great.
TV stuff. He just every once in a while he shows up on TV and the radio and does that. He used to have a steakhouse. I'm not sure if he still does. But anyway,
snap into a delicious.
Personally, I would have never gave 7 to Haskins to begin with. That's where the mistake was made. I would have never give. But once they let that barn door open, so be it. It's done now. So give Diggs 7. The 5 thing, LSU kind of did Jaden Daniels dirty if they gave the 5 out and all that, and they probably shouldn't have and all that. But because I think, and my understanding is they got a new coach, and the old coach wouldn't give him the 1, and gave the guy, so he took 3, and then Kifflin came in and he asked, and Kifflin said, "Sure, have 5, I don't care." And they're like, "Whoa, wait a minute, 5's Jaden Daniels." And so I don't.
There's so much superstition that goes into just all of this.
Yeah.
Like the fact, I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from. Just go play. Go.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. Go win games.
Yeah. I mean, but that being said, I respect the number thing and all that, and I don't think they should have done Jaden Daniels that way. But that being said, if he's suing over that
feels a step too far.
There's so bad optics.
Yeah, that's real
bad optics.
It seems that young Jaden is a bit litigious.
Well, look.
Now, does he have the backing of team attorneys, or is he lawyering himself?
Well, here's the hot mess of all that. Jaden Daniels is an amazing football player.
Right.
His mom is his agent.
Oh.
His mom is a certified, went and got an agent / lawyer /
He's got a momager.
So this is what's going on there. So I don't know if this is Mama Bear doing Mama. I don't know. But there's already this nepotism-y, Jaden doesn't do anything without his mom's permission kind of vibe on him now. The fact that his mom's publicly stated like she's not letting women date him, and just all kinds of none of it's a good look. Sort of. That's why I'm so like, oh my God, I wish he'd just be a man and just let. Why can't he be like a regular football player and have a regular agent,
Well, he's got to wait. He's got to wait till the run out of this contract.
But
first.
he's the family business, and that's so be it. But so
I smell therapy.
Yeah. So
that's fun.
I'm assuming that none of those here.
What a fun numerical time for you.
I figured. So let's do this. Our backup plan, because I knew I was going to. Crystal Noble joined us from the Roswell Humane Society yesterday. Give us an update there. We're going to play that interview here in just a few minutes. Talk about that. But don't forget, tomorrow we also got baseball and all that. I mentioned that earlier. I played that interview, but we actually played that yesterday, and so I don't want to do it now. But just don't worry about that. I'm going to play the other. So
at this point, Amy's gotten so much screen and radio time, she's like 1 away from a SAG-AFTRA card.
There you go. Good more, you get a free sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is 8:16. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 81 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 41%. And winds currently out of the southwest at 16 miles per hour. Sunny and hot with a high of 100 today. Winds out of the south 10 to 15. Partly cloudy tonight. Overnight low of 71. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Saturday, there is a 20% chance of afternoon showers. Otherwise sunny and hot. 99 for a high. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny and a high of 98. Southwest winds 5 to 10. And then 98 and sunny when you head back to work and school on Monday. And like 100, 101, 102, kind of looking like that the rest of next week. All right, 8:18. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to play our interview we had yesterday with Crystal Noble from the Humane Society. Don't go away.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General.
The Office Management and Technologies program at ENMU Roswell prepares you with the skills you need to succeed in today's workplace. From creating professional documents to mastering communication and administrative skills, you'll be equipped to keep any office running smoothly. You'll build clear professional communication skills, learn effective administration techniques, and gain hands-on experience with today's technology. Whether you're starting your career or leveling up your skills, this program is your path to success. Call ENMU Roswell today at 575-624-7337 or log on to roswell.enmu.edu. When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
It's hot, and Maze Lumber in Roswell is your BioGuard headquarters for your swimming pool. Maze is your headquarters for chlorine, including pool generators, and Soft Swim by BioGuard for your non-chlorine products. Maintain your pool this summer the right way for a season full of smiles instead of headaches. Let your pool sparkle all summer long with Maze Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Maze Lumber Company.
You can't hunt camels in Arizona, but you can buy them. They go for about $10 a pack. Here's Mike Winters.
Us in studio this morning from the Humane Society here. Crystal Noble back with us. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning. Of course, I saw. Of course, for folks who don't, you should like and follow the Roswell Humane Society Facebook and Instagram page.
Yes.
I don't do Instagram, but I know you guys are on Instagram too.
I think how this works is Instagram bought Facebook.
Okay.
It used to be like you would post on Facebook, and if you had an Instagram account, you could share it to Instagram.
Got it.
Well, it's opposite now.
Oh, okay.
So I think Instagram owns Facebook is how this works.
So if you do Instagram, it defaults you to Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have one without the other, but if you're making like ours, we have like the Humane Society pages.
Gotcha.
Like if we make a post on Instagram, it'll post over to our Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But like there are certain things that we can do on Facebook that we can't do on Instagram.
Right.
So check both. Like there are a lot of people.
Might be more information on one than the other.
A lot of people don't do Facebook. They do just Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And so Instagram is a little bit more trickier as to where like we can put like, the verbiage with stuff.
They're more about pictures, not.
They're more about videos and pictures.
Yeah, they
than
don't want
are.
you writing books.
Yes, no, they don't.
Yeah, do it in video form. Yeah, where Facebook are more about you can write your paragraph or whatever you got to do. But either way, like you said, that follow it because that way, you see pets that are looking for homes, but you get your happy stories and every time there's always it seems like once a week, which is good news now. The more I'm seeing it, you'll see like a puppy or a kitten that's been kind of. Been there for a long time, and they're finally finding a forever home, and it's pretty cool to see those stories too.
Yes,
but there was a great kitten that I'm not going to lie. She, I think she's a tortoise. She looks like my Hannah, but a little blacker, a little darker. What was her name?
Cleopatra.
I can't remember. I saw it on
Penny.
It was on the Facebook page, and I can't remember the name, but it was I was like, it looked just like Hannah as a kitten. Matter of fact, Kim sent me a picture. I think I have it on my...
Well, I'm trying to... Because we have calicos and we have tortoiseshells, and I'm trying to go through my head and the names of them.
Yeah, it was...
Confetti.
Yeah, confetti.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, confetti, you know how when you pop a confetti ball and you have all those colors? That's her personality levels.
I got to be honest, she's giving me a lot of Hannah vibes. My old cat Hannah, I'm like, and me and Hannah had a special little, I don't know. I don't know. She might have been my spirit animal. I don't know. We just shared a lot of
You shared a lot of good times.
Yeah, I think we just had the same personality at the end, in the cat form versus human form. But anyway. But I see her and I kept looking at her. I'm like, oh, reminds me of Hannah.
Confetti is such a good kitten. She's so sweet.
She did remind me of Hannah though. But pull back the curtain. No, we're very happy right now, and quite frankly, I would not do my Bella dirty by bringing in a third cat. Reba is more than enough of a companion for Bella right now.
I'm sure that Bella has lost a little bit of weight since Reba's come home.
She's it's funny she's got more active, absolutely, but there are times where Bella is just like, for the love of God, can I just lay here without her leaping on me or doing something to me while I'm just trying to chill for a minute?
It's the like big brother, little brother.
Yeah.
You know, big brother's a few years older and wants to do his own thing, and here's a little tag-along brother.
Yeah. But I have seen a point where Bella, like, she'll let her do it. But then when she's had enough, you could tell. She's like, all right. And she'll either smack and be like, done. We're done. Go to your corner and just leave me alone.
I'm out.
But it doesn't happen often. But I've seen, that's where I'm not worried then. Because at first I'm like, I hope she's not getting bullied. But then I'm like, no, Bella just puts up with it until she doesn't.
But on top of confetti, we have a lot of kittens right now.
Good.
It is the final kitten
and people
season.
love kittens. I know they do. They're easy to adopt. So come get them. And get them and bring them home.
We have a orange tabby. His name is Opie.
You know what? I saw that one. Kind of reminds me of my cat.
He kind of looks like Reba.
Looks like, but I think personality-wise, they share some chromosomes, maybe.
So I'm laughing because he has a longer name, but Opie is what we shortened it down to. Everybody at work calls him Opie Dopey Duck.
Nice.
You can literally do whatever you want to him. Put him on his back, hang him upside down, rub his belly. He doesn't care. As long as you are giving him attention, that's all he wants.
Reba's kind of like that.
And he's slinky. Like, you can do, like, the slinky with him, and he's just
real
like,
long?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm telling you, except the one difference with Reba is she'll let you do all that, but after a couple times, like, stop, dude, there's enough. Him,
he's just like, all right.
Yeah.
He purrs the entire time. We had him out yesterday, messing around with him. And one of my employees, Terry, had him laid out on his back, and I was scratching his belly and going back, and he was laying here, and he was doing air biscuits. And I was laughing. I was like, are you needing biscuits? And I was scratching his belly.
I got to ask this because if the cat does this, then it's just like Reba. Does it know it's cute and deliberately wants attention? It'll kind of just like flop or do some weird,
and then as you're walking
by, I'm cute, please touch me.
Yes,
that's,
and when
Reba
he's in
does
the
the
kennel
exact same thing.
And he's chilling, sitting up, and then you walk in the room, he rolls over and he sticks his paw out. And then we have Mary Kay, who does the exact same thing, and she's another orange tabby.
Must be just kind of in the.
And then you know what?
Treat.
Normally, like, I don't have a good reputation with orange tabbies or red tabbies.
Well, she's my first, and and Reva's been a delight.
And they're not, a mean cat by any means.
No, they're mischievous.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so typically, my personality and their personalities are like,
Yeah.
But
no, she wants
Mary
to push
Kay,
envelopes. That's a thing.
That's me. Mary Kay is so funny. Because she has like the perfect lines under her eyes, like makeup, and so that's why we named her Mary Kay, because it looked like she had went to a makeup party.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, and we always do Revlon. We always talked funny to her, but she's very funny because she'll be laying in her bed upside down, like the cat bed, and then her whole body's up, and then she's like this, but her head is hanging over the edge, and I'm like, you're losing brain cells. You're stopping blood flow. It doesn't go up and then back down.
Some cats, like, they're comfortable hanging.
It is. It's
because Bella's
so
a little like that. When she gets comfortable, like, she'll lay on the chair normally, but a lot of times she'll literally do the ape hang over the chair.
Yep.
Because that's comfortable.
And then Confetti, she's not as pliable as Opie, but you can do quite a bit and mess with her and play with her.
Now, what breed of cat is Confetti? Is it tortoise?
Yeah, she's a tortoise.
Okay, because I was like, it looks like a tortoise shell, but
medium-ish hair.
Yeah,
It's
she looks a lot
short,
like Hannah,
it's not
just
long.
like a darker version. And to be honest, when Hannah was a kitten like Confetti, she was darker like that. So she might lighten up as she gets older. Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't realize is, like, Siamese cats typically are all born white, and their colors come as they get older.
Got it. Okay.
So they do change as they get older. You know, they lighten, they darken. You know, a bigger patch might grow in on the other side.
Yeah.
So they do continue to change. Like, I was looking at her baby picture when she first came in, and I'm like, wow, you're already like twice that size.
Yeah.
And you have like a bigger orange spot on your face. So they do change as they get older.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, even like when I look at Reba, like once in a while I'll see the picture from the Humane Society when we got her, and see her now. She's a much bigger, longer cat, and very, she's different. But you still see her. It's her. It's just different. But that's the fun part. So there's good news. It's a lot of kittens right now. So if you're a kitten fan, good selection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 adults.
Okay, and they're great cats.
And then the rest are kittens.
Excellent.
So if you don't want a kitten and you don't want the mischievous in the house, we got adults.
Like we said, we've talked in the past about, companions for older, your grandma, grandpa, things like that. Not a bad idea as long as they're fully on board with stuff like that. But comes to cats, unless they do have good backs and can get down on the ground and all that stuff, kittens may not be the best for them. An adult cat would be more their taking.
We try to explain to everybody, it's not that we feel that you're like an unfit person to own a kitten.
Right.
We just don't want to create a problem. We don't want to send a kitten home, and then we know what kittens do. They get in between your feet.
Sure, they're tripping hazards.
Even some adults can do that too.
Absolutely.
However, it's mostly kittens that like to run out from under things and startle you and trip. And we don't want you to fall and get hurt, nor do we want you to step on them and hurt them because, they didn't get out of the way fast enough.
Yeah. And in their heads, they're hunting. They're practicing their little stalking skills and all that. This is in their DNA. They're going to do it. That's what they do. And to be honest, even the walking ahead of you and all that stuff when they get older, believe it or not, that's actually signs of affection and stuff like that. They're kind of like, if you ever wonder why your cat's hanging out by the bathroom and not, they're actually holding guard while you go to the bathroom. It's all, if they love you, they do stuff like that. That's what they do.
You're in the kitty pack.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, you're right. Now, that being said, if you're spry limber, but an adult cat generally will be more not doing some of that. And now, certainly in dogs, that's fine too. But if they're not able to go take the dog for a walk or do all the maintenance that's required to own a dog, then that's probably not the best option either. So.
No, and like we have people that come in all the time and say, my mom's lonely, my mom's dog passed away, or dad. And, since, the dog has passed away, she's not getting up and moving as much. She needs something to motivate her, which is great.
Yeah.
But not always a puppy is the right answer.
Yeah, so, maybe something a little more
older
mature.
Dog, couple years old, maybe even a little older, depending on the energy level of your parent or grandparent.
And I'm not trying to be harsh but this is me, logical man talking. If you're getting someone for your parent, your grandparent, they're in their 80s or whatever, and you're getting them a 6-month-old puppy or 6-month-old cat, they live for 15 years. Do you know that?
Or longer.
Do you know if your 85-year-old grandma and grandpa is going to live for another 15 years? You are going to be the one that takes care of this animal at some point. So factor those variables in when you do these types of things is all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer I'm just saying, realistically, your grandparents this cat or dog is going to outlive them.
No.
And you got to make plans for that.
And recently, same situation, neighbor thought, neighbor needed a dog.
Right.
Gentleman's in his 80s.
Sure.
Gave him a 2-month-old puppy.
Right.
Had puppy for about a month. Could not handle puppy.
Yep.
And it's not even the size of the dog, it's the energy of puppies. Puppies always have a lot of energy, the same as kittens.
Absolutely. And
they are
less
high maintenance.
And you got to let them out at a certain time. You got to do like, I'm not going to lie, especially young puppies, that morning, if you're crate training them everything, if 6 a.m. or whatever your designated get up time is, you better beat cheeks right from the first thing you do is getting out of bed, open that door and getting them outside. And let's just face it, an 80-year-old person with mobility issues might not be able to handle that little rigors of that little move.
No, and we don't want to put anybody in a situation.
Now, when they're older, it's fine. But when they're training, they're not going to go. But when you let them out, they're going to go quick. So you got to get them out. I mean, it's especially in the beginning. But anyway, these are the things you got to very well factor and all that stuff. Not to mention, all rules apply that always apply with the humane side. If you're going to adopt a dog, we're going to make sure you have a fenced-in yard, a place where this animal can safely be outside and do business and do things without, in theory, you having to be standing there. It also all pets will be spayed and or neutered, depending on sex of the animal. When they will go from the Humane Society to a vet of your choosing to be spayed and neutered and microchipped.
And rabies.
And rabies and all your shots to make them legal and all that. But that's what happens. You have no choice. I get people like, well, I don't live in the city. But if you're adopting from a facility within city limits,
yes,
they have to abide by the ordinances of the city. And one of those is every animal must be microchipped. So,
and one of the things that a lot of people ask us is, well, they're under 6 months. Yes, there are not all vets in town that are willing to do under 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
However, there are a couple. And so depending on, male, female, and weight, you can choose between a couple of the vets and say, okay, this is what I'm adopting, and they'll tell you yay or nay.
Yep.
But when we have them in quarantine, we keep them in there until they're at least minimum weight to go up for adoption for the vets that will do the younger spay neuters.
I've had several puppies and kittens spayed and their neuter prior to 6 months, and all of them 100% fine.
Colorado's been doing it for beginning of time, I guess, way longer than us. And there's some vets that say, yes, there are health factors, and then there's vets that say no, but it's each person's opinion.
And to be honest, the age thing is kind of guessing. And I will tell you this, just to give you, this is the very story we're talking about here. Bella, my older cat now, we adopted her from animal control. She was one that found at animal control. Of course, we got her, and they said she was too young to be spayed. They let us take her home without getting spayed or whatever. Well, we took her to our vet and everything, and they said to wait. And they said, okay, well, we'll wait. And I think we had an appointment for 2 weeks later or something to get spayed. Well, I guess they got her age wrong, because about 3 days after we made the appointment, she went to heat.
Yep. And, we always tell everybody, unless we physically, they were born here or the person releasing them knows the date they were born.
Yeah.
This is a rough estimate.
Yeah.
They are approximately 6 to 8 weeks.
So that's why weight and size is a much more accurate measure of wanting to get spayed versus age, because it's like the tree. You got to cut down count the rings. What are we going to do here? How do we know we can guesstimate, but we don't know how old this cat is.
And then another thing, Cats are different than dogs. Female cats can go into heat as early as 4 months of age.
Yeah.
It's not common, but they can. Male cats, as soon as their manhood is dropped, they can start having babies.
Start doing,
And so males can start reproducing as early as 3 to 4 months.
And to be honest, we've talked about this, you're really, aside from controlling the pet population, which is the main goal of spaying and neutering, but, because once you, in essence, tie the tubes or, make all the reproductive stuff go away, it actually gets rid of a lot of dangers for cancers and various other diseases that are associated with this stuff. And so you're actually having healthier cats and dogs because they're getting spayed and neutered, particularly, and I talked to a vet on this one, but particularly if it's done before they go into heat. That's the if you catch it before they've gone into heat, those numbers are much higher.
Yes.
If I'm right. If I could be wrong on that.
So, there are certain things that females can develop even if they've never had a puppy or litter. I'm sorry. Because there are like false positive pregnancies, where they're around a whole bunch of female dogs that are pregnant.
Sure.
So their body's like, oh, hey, I'm pregnant.
Right.
But then they start producing milk and lactating.
Okay.
And then if they're not nursed down, then you have the issue of mastitis.
You're right.
But
which creates a whole other set of issues.
it does.
So it's, yeah.
And the easiest thing to do is to remove those hormones, remove the ovaries, the uterus, and that way those hormones are not rampage through the body.
And yes, it is true. All the the male cat markings and all that, particularly male stuff that male cats and dogs do. That I'm not saying it doesn't go away altogether because you can't.
But it's less potent.
But they're not trying. They put it this way: when you don't have that testosterone or whatever is going through, they ain't all like protecting my territory and trying to peacock for the other cats are out there, females out there, and so
there are benefits of not having manlyhood back there.
Right.
But even some female cats, if they're very territorial, they will spray too.
Sure.
So a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want a male cat." They spray. Well, a female cat can spray too if her personality is that way.
Yeah, and that's more of a anger thing, I think, or a territorial. It's not sexual. It's
territory.
Yeah. And well, you know how it's just the male female id.
Yes.
Sometimes you mess with a woman's, and I don't care what species it is, hell hath no theory is a woman scorned, and cats get like that too sometimes.
Yep.
It's just that happens.
Dogs, we have started. Hold on, let me get the correct name.
All right.
Okay. New beginnings.
Okay.
Another chance towards change and a better life. One dog and one prisoner at a time has officially started.
Cool.
So we are week 1 officially as of today.
Great.
With the dogs being out at the Roswell Correctional Center.
And it's a training program for the pets, obviously for the inmates as well, too,
yes.
or I don't know what the term is nowadays, but you know what I'm talking about. And so they become handlers and things. Eventually, these become service animals, right?
No, just basic obedience.
Basic obedience
Yes.
training. Okay.
So there's an inmate that's already gone through the training program with an actual dog trainer to teach him how to train a dog.
Got it.
And so he basically is the instructor of the class.
Okay.
And he's teaching the inmates that have qualified for the program.
Okay.
To train the dogs.
Perfect.
So he's got a dog that he's training, and while he's doing it, they're learning from him.
Cool. Just G was curious on the program. Do the guys in the program, do they get, are they with the dog 24/7 and all that?
So how they have it set up is if they qualified for the program, they have their own area
Cell
out at
or
the facility.
Their own pod, I guess, out there.
Yeah, that's an easier way to say it. Yeah, pod. And so the dogs have kennels out there, and so they sleep next to the inmates, like their crates are there.
Okay.
And how they have it set up is it's 2 inmates for 1 dog. So that way, if one inmate, is doing kitchen duty or something,
the other can tend to
the dog.
I like
that.
And I imagine
we've had daily reports. Everything is good so far. Some of the dogs are bonding quite well.
Yeah, and I imagine from the other perspective, you're seeing a lot of other, just prison issues that are in general. Now, granted, they pick you can't be a bag of, you got to be the right people for the right job here. They're not, if they have a history of being a problem, they're not going to let them in a program like this right now. But what I'm saying is, I would imagine, as far as rehabilitation side for them, this is amazing progress for them and gives them and I would even imagine perhaps even a career opportunity on the outside working with animals in some way, shape, or form.
And so what we've learned recently is our facility out here is a low security. And the inmates that are out there are within a certain amount of time of being released back
Gotcha.
And so
well, it's like within a year because it's the jail. It's not a prison, or
no,
anything.
it's a prison.
Okay, so they're there at least a year.
CCDC is a jail.
Okay.
RCCC is a
the
prison.
actual prison. So
yeah.
And again, the big difference is at the jail you're there for 364 days. Anything above that, you go to the prison.
Right.
Yeah.
But they are, this is part of like a rehab program.
Okay.
So that way they can learn how to interact into society in a group. It does give them a skill. They will get a certificate. That says, they completed a training course with X amount of dogs and are capable of training dogs. And so once they've been approved to be in the program, they stay in the program until they are at their release time.
Nice. And then they can go from there and maybe get a job on that or start their own dog training business or something like that. Make a bunch of Caesar Milans start rolling out of here.
We have a big need for dog training. The bigger need is the owners taking responsibility and taking them there, but we have the need.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And then, of course, if we get cats, and then we can get the next, what's that guy's? Galaxy, whatever.
I don't know.
My Cat from Hell guy. The My Cat from Hell guy that they were watching. He's a musician has a guitar case full of cat toys, basically.
He's a weirdo.
He's a weirdo, but show's entertaining marginally. But anyway.
So one thing, because when you're working with a prison, there's a lot of do's and don'ts. And so we're not physically allowed to take our phones on site and take pictures.
You can't promote that way online because of security.
But they do have a Facebook page, the Correctional Center does.
Okay.
And what they have to do is it has to go through a certain department and they have to make sure that everything is within.
So everything they put up has been blessed or whatever to do.
Yeah. So they post it and then we can share it.
Okay.
However, we can't physically just go take pictures and post them ourselves.
They don't let you go up in there. But that's great that it's underway now. And,
it is.
I would be, you know what, hopefully, and I know obviously it's not going to happen anytime soon, but maybe a year or two from down the road, when maybe some of these folks that started in the program are now out, hopefully doing well, we bring them with you and say, hey, talk a little bit about this. And that'd be hopefully. But obviously we got a minute before we can do that yet.
You're looking way to the future.
That's how the program just started. But
have you been riding in a DeLorean recently?
But I just love I love the concept of it because at the end of the day, I mean, this is great for the dogs, but I feel like all I'm saying is with the dogs and their treat, like you're creating kind of like ex facto family units by doing that.
And that's what we're hoping for is because a lot of the dogs that, we've had for a while, their energy level is high. And it's not that they're bad dogs by any means. They're not. They're just, they get walked daily from our volunteers but they're still in a kennel at the end of the day.
What probably happens is these dogs need more attention.
They do.
And guess what? So do the people also incarcerated right now. And it's kind of like, hey, let's feed each other soul here a little bit. And by default, it's and nothing else. You're getting a bunch of dog people in there. And I've never met a bad person that's good to animals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like your Jeffrey Dahmers and all that. Ain't none of those guys lovers of pets. Just saying. They're, I'm just, I just, that's all I'm saying. Is I'm not trying to be like this. I'm just saying it is just, all I know is the best judge of character I know is if a dog likes you. If a dog likes you, you're probably a good person. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's my own little personal radar, red flag. I'm like, dog, to me, let's see, like, you ain't getting along with dogs. I'm like, yeah, okay.
If my dog doesn't like you, I'm sorry.
I'm one of those people. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'll say nothing, but I'm like, all right. I just take note. But anyway,
I might say something.
I mean, depends on what day it is and what I got going on.
It
but I
depends
try
on
not
if
to
I've
be.
had coffee or not. No, I'm kidding. Real quick for the thrift store.
Yes.
They already have Halloween out.
Of course.
Yep, they've been to the storage shed and they have pulled. So they have Halloween decor, Halloween costumes, Halloween buckets.
Nice.
They got the fake cobweb stuff and the little plastic spiders that go in there.
Yeah, trust me. Buy it at the thrift store. It's pennies on the dollar, because I know if you go into any of the hobby stores or whatever, the box stores, and start buying that, you're paying twice that price on all that, on the pumpkins and the costumes and the makeup.
And then they have
and
like
all
the
that.
cute little like table fall decor that goes with October, Halloween.
Scarecrows and cornucopias and things like that. Yeah.
So now, because we know this is the time of the year where everybody puts on their winter weight.
Yes.
They have a weight bench, a treadmill, and a maxi climber.
Nice.
So you can have your own little exercise
build your own
outfit
little
at
gym.
home.
Nice.
And then everybody's going to be like, oh my God, how are you staying so skinny for the holidays? And then you could be having whatever you want, but you have your own little gym.
And if you don't care about any of that, they also got a great deal on crock pots, so you can build stews, chilies, and various ciders during the fall season.
You know what? All right, touche. My next thing on the list is microwaves. They've got a lot of microwaves.
Cool.
So you can reheat that stew.
That's right.
TV projectors, because, flat screen TVs are
Absolutely.
the next thing that are going out. They got TV projectors.
Yeah. And to be honest, a lot of people use those for like outdoors, things like their patios or backyards.
Just what I have one. It's in my closet.
Yeah. Well, see, bust it out. Go make a movie night in your back porch or something one night. But anyway.
They have a Hoover power shampooer.
Okay. Those are always handy to keep.
They are. It's not like the big hunky one, like when you go rent them, like the whatever that is, Dr. Carpet, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not super big, so it is like the size of like a vacuum cleaner.
Every month or two if you wanted to, as opposed to 6 months or whatever a year or whatever it is they say for shampooing. But that being said, too, I would say if you're visiting the thrift store, I'm going to say you're also a pet lover, and I don't care if you're a pet lover, you can never vacuum enough to get all the hair and everything else. Shampoo everyone probably a little more often than others is probably a good idea. So yeah.
And then the book room. As always, Abby works very hard to take care of the book room.
Absolutely.
And there's a huge selection from kids' books, fiction, nonfiction, the big table books.
And they carry a lot of serious stuff, too. Like
She does.
Like if you're a Stephen King fan or a Louis L'Amour fan or John Grisham fan or something, they usually carry good selections of those types of the bestseller guys and all that.
She does. She tries to keep everything in area organized like it is a library. I think, honestly, if she had more time, she would probably actually have it set up directly as a library.
It's like we actually got a reading section with a couch and you can sit here.
Well,
and
we
read
have a little bench in there that people can sit on and flip through and, read the back to see,
Well, there's a fine line between sitting for comfort to read through the book, and then sitting there and actually reading the book.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want them like, look, dude, at least buy the book.
If you're gonna read the book here, you got to pay a rental fee.
If you're getting to chapter 2, you're buying the book. All right.
She has, so she spends so much time working so hard to take care of the book room.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
Keep it organized. And as donations come in, she goes through them, make sure that the books aren't damaged.
Absolutely. I got to be honest. If you have children, always go there first, particularly for the young when they're in those like the Dr. Seuss years where you're learning never, because you could literally get an entire library of those books for like $5. I mean, you could. It just that it's such a great. And when they outgrow them, as long as the ones they didn't destroy, because I get kids drawing things and do things. Bring them back and donate them back, and then someone else can use them.
And then get them the next stage of books.
Yeah, but then as they get into like the teenage books, or they want to read some of the the Harry Potter types and the ones that older children would get into, come on down for that too. Because again, I love reading. Does not have to be an expensive person's hobby. I mean, you go to the library and get free books and things, but you can own your own library cheaply as well, too. I know a lot of people like to have their own books there, and the way to do it is go to the thrift store. Go there and buy the books, and like, oh, I'm not paying $30 for a hardcover. I'm paying $2 for a hardcover. You know what I mean? It's a different type thing.
It is. And if you're there and you see Abby, tell her you appreciate the hard work she does there.
Absolutely.
Because she does work hard to keep that book room the way it is.
And I know how readers are, because some readers do hold their books like money, and they don't. I've read it 5 times, but it's almost like this internal of how many books. You know what I mean? It's almost like kind of like people hold on to their like soda tabs or something, throw it in a thing. Just to, next thing you know, they get this thing full. It's kind of like that with books. People look at all these books I read. I read. Do you read all those books? Yes. At one point, I read every one of those books and stuck it on the shelf.
Yeah,
you know, that's a thing.
It doesn't get on the shelf until I read the book.
But then there's other people that they literally will go buy books just to make them look like they're learned.
I'm educated, sir. No. And then one more thing for the thrift store.
Yes.
This Saturday, they're going to do all summer clothing 75% off.
Very good.
So
last chance for shorts and tanks and all that good stuff.
She's going to try to keep a small section of that stuff out year round. However, she's got
New Mexico.
Yeah. She's trying to make room for, the next season's weather coming in.
Well, people be looking for coats in about in a month or two here.
Right.
Yeah. I know we don't feel like it today, but you will.
No.
No, you got 100 today, so.
Yeah, I know.
Again, if anybody has any questions about anything, again, like and follow the Roswell Humane Society on Facebook and or Instagram. There is also roswellhumane.org, which is the website, the official website of the Humane Society. There you can go and learn more about becoming a member. If you have questions about their store hours or any of that kind of stuff, you'll find that all there. Of course, they keep they're working on updating the available for adoption list, all the pets you see. If you see not available next to the name on that, it's because they're in quarantine, not because they're adopted.
Or some are out at the New Beginnings program.
Yes, or being part of the, they've been incarcerated. All right.
Yeah, I laughed because when we took him out there, she goes, it's sad to say, but you're bringing dogs from like what people call like a dog gel to an actual gel.
Now, I know the answer to this question, but I want to ask anyway. I'm like, who eats better, the dogs or the inmates? Like, who's got the that's what I got to thought. That's what I figured.
Purina One Pro Play.
Well, maybe bring an extra scoop or two just in case what they got's not good. Good deal. Did we get it all, Crystal?
I think we did.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The Trump administration asking the Supreme Court to allow the White House to resume construction of the $400 million ballroom project while it appeals a lower court's order to halt the work. Shoppers unexpectedly cut their spending in July as a boost from government tax refunds faded. A slump in retail sales, slipping 0.6% last month, the biggest drop since May of last year. Accused healthcare CEO assassin Luigi Mangione may plead guilty today to federal stalking charges in the murder of Brian Thompson on a Manhattan sidewalk in 2024. Such a plea could exclude Mangione from standing trial on state murder charges. On Wall Street, the Dow is down about 21 points, while the Nasdaq Composite Index is off 57 points. More details, srnnews.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terran. Moderate inflation data lifted stocks on Thursday. Wholesale inflation coming in unchanged for the month of July as food and energy costs cooled. Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P all firmly in the green, and a closing record for the S&P 500 of 77.98. Not quite 77.800, but almost. It was also a record for the Russell 2000, which we hardly ever mentioned. Oil was elevated Thursday. Brent, $86 a barrel. WTI, 81. The weekly jobless numbers as of last Saturday came in at 209,000. Company news, Reuters began reporting yesterday that Silver Lake is in talks to buy Workday. Workday stock up sharply yesterday afternoon. SpaceX holding above its offer price of $135, hovering around $141, $142. Anthropic in talks to buy the Israeli AI startup called Descartes for $6 billion. Cisco Systems, the company that makes the bits that drive the internet, down on Thursday after its earnings on Wednesday night were pretty good. The activist investor Bill Ackman's Pershing Square is putting money into Netflix, MasterCard, Visa, and ICE, owners of the New York Stock Exchange. And later today, we're back on the inflation trail with retail sales at 8:30 Eastern. With business, I'm John Tarrant.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
This lot is stocked. The Summer is Stocked sales event is on now at Roswell Hyundai with great deals on an unbelievable selection of fresh new vehicles. Get 3.49% for up to 60 months and $1,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Kona, 3.49% for 60 and $2,000 in bonus cash on in-stock 26 Elantra, and 0% for 60 and up to $3,000 in dealer choice bonus cash on 26 Tucson SE, plus 0 down and no payments for 90 days. The Summer is Stocked sales event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
The octopus and the squid both have 3 hearts. That's why they eat so many Tums. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 9 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour. Folks from the Roswell Public Library scheduled to join us here. Of course, Town Hall News is coming up next. And we'll be back on the other side of news. And don't go away. We'll be back. Gary, praying for you, thinking of you, buddy. Love you. We'll be back on the other side. Don't go away.
The great one, Mark Levin, is now in Roswell on 106.5 KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The Trump administration is asking the Supreme Court to allow the White House to resume construction of the $400 million ballroom project while it appeals a lower court's order to halt the work. Shoppers unexpectedly cut their spending in July, a boost from government tax refunds having faded.
Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month, the biggest drop since May of 2025, from a revised gain of 0.2%, according to the Commerce Department data released this morning. There was a notable bump in spending in both April and May as Americans dipped into their tax refunds. Excluding sales at gas stations and auto dealers, retail sales in July fell 0.2%. Gas prices ticked up again overnight to $4.08 per gallon on Friday, up from $3.85 a month ago, according to Motor Club AAA. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
The judge has tossed out Nevada's fake electors case.
6 Nevada Republicans were accused of submitting a bogus certificate that falsely declared Donald Trump the winner of the state's 2020 presidential election. But that case has now been dismissed. While prosecutors argued the defendants intended for their documents to be mistaken for actual electoral votes, the judge sided with those defendants. They called it an act of political theater designed to publicize their concerns about the election and preserve their rights to challenge the official results. 3 other fake elector cases in Arizona, Michigan, and Utah also have been dismissed. I'm Ben Thomas.
Accused healthcare CEO assassin Luigi Mangione may plead guilty today to federal stalking charges in the murder of Brian Thompson on a Manhattan sidewalk in 2024. Such a plea could spare Mangione a state trial on murder charges. On Wall Street, the Dow is down about 71 points, the NASDAQ off 77 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
Japan is dealing with record-breaking flooding that's blamed for at least 4 deaths east of Tokyo. Heavy rains have forced people out of their homes while leaving thousands stranded at a major airport.
The Japan Meteorological Agency issued its highest level warning as more than a third of Chiba's municipalities face dangerous flooding and landslides. It was downgraded 1 level as the storm subsided, but at the peak, more than 400,000 people were ordered to evacuate. Roads were submerged in water and power was cut to tens of thousands of homes. Stranded commuters spent the night in a government building. Officials warn heavy rain could continue through Friday.
The BBC's Kurumi Mori reporting from Tokyo. Record-breaking heat is holding large areas of France and England in its grip as wildfires rage. France is experiencing its driest year ever, with a new fire forcing more than 500 people to evacuate. News and analysis, townhall.com. If you have one of those compact refrigerators, see if yours is part of this safety recall.
Kaluli has recalled about 250,000 mini fridges due to fire and burn hazards. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the recall affects certain 10-liter and 15-liter mini fridges that have an electric switch that can short circuit. Consumers are urged to stop using the recalled mini fridges immediately. The company has received at least 19 reports of the products overheating or catching fire, causing more than $80,000 in property damage. The recall covers older model mini fridges sold between January of 2019 and October of 2024. I'm Mike Hemp.
Arizona State now offering a new bachelor's degree in content creation. Critics question the legitimacy of such a degree, but proponents insist content creation is a viable career path these days. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3. Oh, that's right.
Trace and Beard.
I'll just sit here enjoying the show.
It's like, I can't even hear me. See? Cans for the win.
That's right. He's the champ. I need people. This is my life. If I don't have people, I'm a hot mess.
Gotta keep the man tight.
I need handlers.
Keep his head on a swivel. He needs people for that.
Yeah.
I just had an interesting Google experience.
Yeah.
So I do like the fact that you can Google pictures and it'll pretty solid. I mean, okay. Look. I'm willing to give AI credit where credit is due. The one that I don't like is the generative AI.
Yes.
The one that thinks for us.
Yes.
Because that makes us not think, and that burns our brains out. We lose IQ points.
Yeah.
But AI that helps, cool. I like that I can take a picture of a bird and be like, what kind of bird is this? And they'll tell me. I'm like, it's that kind of bird.
Yeah.
Then I'll instantly forget.
Yeah.
Till the next time I need to know.
Till you snap another picture of a bird. Like,
I went to a local establishment, and I'll give them a shout out. Bottle Rockets up here on Main Street.
Nice.
The new location, or the new owners of the old UFO Fizz. They got a bunch of really cool stuff, but one of the things they have in there is and I'm not exaggerating, wall of taffy.
Ooh.
All along their side wall is like every flavor you could possibly imagine.
Now, okay.
Of saltwater taffy.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask, because this is where my naivete is. All taffy saltwater taffy?
No.
Is there...
So saltwater taffy is different. It's usually wrapped in the same exact wax paper, basically.
Right.
And so...
But do they, in essence, use salt water in
It's not... This okay.
In
here,
some of the
here we go, and I probably shouldn't know this
because the only time I eat taffy is saltwater taffy. Is always on the beach, but that's why I'm.
Here's the story.
Never thought,
So saltwater taffy doesn't actually contain any salt water.
Okay.
What happened was there was a candy store that was on the pier, I believe in Atlantic City, and they got flooded, and they salvaged some of whatever they could, and one kid walked by and said, "Hey, can I get some of your saltwater taffy?" And the name just stuck. That's how they got the name. But anyways, the thing about it is they don't tell you what flavor it is. You just kind of have to figure it out based on the color and
smell
and shape, like orientation.
Yeah.
And I you can get a whole bag for and it was a lot more than I wanted to spend, but I had this bag of taffy, and I've kind of been working my way through it. And I've figured out which flavors are which.
Right.
Sometimes you got to take a gamble bite. Apparently, I for some reason got a couple of cinnamon. I have no idea why. They're garbage.
Yeah.
Some people like them. I'm
not a cinnamon Big Red and all that. I don't lean that way.
It's never tickled my fancy.
Yeah. I'm not
but I got a bunch of different kinds, and as I've been working my way through the bag, I found one, and I forgot what kind it was that I got. So I'm like, okay. And I know different taffy places make it different, but I figured maybe, just maybe, if I took a picture of the taffy, they could tell me what it was. Because I'm like, what is that? I can't put my finger on it. And I Googled it, and sure enough, dirty soda. I forgot I got some of those. They had dirty soda flavored.
Nice.
And now that they say it, it's one of those things where once it's triggered in your mind, you can actually kind of break it down and figure out what they were going for.
Yeah.
Some of them are kind of rough. Like there's the PB&J, that one I actually really like. Most people don't like it's very peanut butter forward.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
When I think saltwater taffy, I go right to my grandma because that was her.
I'm 100% comfortable with the fact that I've crossed the bridge to old people candy.
Yeah, well, but the only reason, every time, family or friends or anyone would say, go to Ocean City. I grew up in Maryland. Go to Ocean City, Maryland to go party or whatever. She'd always want you to bring back a box of saltwater taffy. And it's usually some kind of assortment, cigar box looking thing of candy. And I remember the only ones I liked were the grape ones.
Okay. Did you have the grape?
Now, granted, this was before dirty soda and 37 other flavors.
They've really stretched the
You probably
boundary.
had a grape, some kind of strawberry or something.
The problem is some of them are very, very close. They have there's one it's like a lemon custard thing, and then there's one that's buttered popcorn.
Okay.
And I had my mouth all set up for a buttered popcorn one, and it was lemon. I was like, I
don't know buttered popcorn. All I know is anything other than buttered popcorn that's buttered popcorn light is generally disgusting.
I love Jelly Belly. The buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies are like my favorites.
Really?
I love them.
The Scratch and Smith Scratch and Sniff popcorn stickers.
I never liked it in like the markers and all that, but.
Didn't you light some candle that smelled like popcorn in here one time? So I got
this, okay.
And dear God, I thought something died.
My kid's mom, I'm going to explain. My kid's mom gave me this candle, and what it is inside the candle somewhere is a ring. It's wrapped in one of those, quarter shot bubbles, and it's just mostly costume jewelry. But sometimes, like 1 in 12, you get like an actual diamond and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So the theme for that month was like a carnival theme.
Okay.
So it was like popcorn and like I think fair vomit. I don't know.
Oh my God.
And you know what? I will agree with him. It was
pungent.
You know when you say it makes sense when you say some candles are kind of fat smelling.
Yeah.
This one, it was fat smelling.
Yeah.
And it was thick.
Oh, it was bad.
I still have the candle. Don't threaten me with a good time.
We don't want to go that war.
No, we probably don't. But
in the end, we all lose.
But yeah, generally speaking, artificial buttered popcorn flavor, I really like it. Like I don't like regular buttered pop. I mean, I do.
See, I love.
I do, but it's a problem for me, or you know,
teeth and all
periodontically.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the kernels get stuck
with them teeths, and so I don't like dealing with that. But outside of that, I love it.
But you know what though? This explains a lot. This explains why you're such a champion for cardboard potatoes, because it's all in the same vein.
All right, I'm going to try to find a correlation here.
The fake butter, the fact that it's this lot of the same fakiness in butter and fake popcorn.
You have to remember
it's also in fake potatoes.
I grew up in a very fake time. Like my dad, I was talking about this with my sister the other day when she came to town.
Yeah.
My dad was obsessed with certain things, certain products, and one of them, he always had country crock in the house. Always.
Wow,
and he said it was healthier, it was better alternative. It's garbage. No.
To be honest, that's what we have in
people.
our house, but it's not that I have a loyalty thing. That's just what my wife buys, and I don't.
It's just margarine in general.
Yeah.
My body doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Now, back then it was great, but the artificiality of it all is kind of what I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I'm not like, but it just makes sense because to me, I love a lot of what people consider trash, but it's just certain things I'm like, no. And it's always been those potatoes.
Right.
Because every time they taste like carb, I was like, it is too easy to get, especially nowadays where I could literally just buy that tub of Bob Evans right there.
What's
and it's
really
100% better.
What's really funny about this is over the weekend I had some Idahoan potatoes and I saw the box sitting on the counter and I thought about you.
I mean, look, back in the day when that was your options other than short of boiling potatoes and chopping and making actual mashed potatoes, I'm like, all right, I get it. But literally nowadays, you could buy the Hormel or the Bob Evans or whatever those potatoes, and they're all 1,000% better than anything that comes in that box.
Is what some people think.
It is honest to God.
Is what some people choose to believe. I understand where you're coming from. But that being said, but no, it's funny getting the whole candy thing. I don't know what threshold I crossed, but I don't remember a time in my life before like a year ago where I just randomly had a hankering for a Werther's original. You know, it's like somewhere across the line, I upgraded or I moved on to old people candy. We were on a road trip recently. We made a stop at Klein's Corners. You know what I got myself?
Butterscotch.
A roll of cream savers. The orange cream hard candies from Lifesaver. Like
Good for you.
I should have rolled in there and like signed up for AARP. It was what I was buying.
Don't knock a good original Werther's.
They're great.
Now when they get chewy and all these flavors, I'm like, get out of my kitchen with that.
No.
I want the OG.
You gotta expand your mind. Those chewy caramels. Like I'm not again.
I'm about to say you're speaking of teeth. Those are not good for your teeth.
Oh, I know. I'm fully aware, and I'm sure my dentist is listening right now. Hey, bud. He actually said the other day, as my 5-year-old would say, "Bruh." But I'm not a cinnamon fan either, but I'm going to tell you this. The cinnamon cream Werther's original, don't sleep on them. They're pretty doggone good.
But it's a hard one.
No, it's a chewy one. It's a soft caramel.
No, I don't like chewy.
And then the candy apple ones are fantastic.
For the very reason I hate picking it out, so I hate soft. I want a rigid Werther's.
You're not somebody who probably would enjoy freeze-dried candy, I'd imagine.
I don't know. I'm on the fence. Like, I got to be honest. I keep seeing the commercials for those new M&M puff thingies.
Popped.
Pop, whatever. I kind of want to try them, but I'm really...
The only thing with M&Ms, and I've said this before, the chocolate doesn't really do anything. It's when they have something inside, like caramel in this case.
Yeah.
It's the caramel that actually expands.
Okay.
But like the reason I bring it up is because like you can get the freeze-dried, and these are the best, the freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers.
Mm-hmm.
They're great, but they play hell on your teeth because it's like blowing enamel into the inside of your mouth. And you're just like, yeah. So.
Well, and the same problem, and I love the OG, like when I was a kid, the Jolly Rancher stick.
Oh, yeah. The stick, because you really felt like you were getting your bang for your buck on that one.
But once you suck on it enough, it starts getting kind of gooey. Yeah, that's when it starts really being bad on your teeth there. But oh boy, howdy, you give me a watermelon one of them,
green apple.
Yeah,
ooh.
I got me good afternoon.
I'm not a blue raspberry guy, but I'll mess with some blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers. Doggone, now you got my mouth all set up for some 60-year-old candy. I'm gonna go find me some marzipan.
Where's Mary Jane's?
Oh God! Now those I still cannot stand. Oh, those are the worst.
My grandmother loved Mary Jane's. Man.
Those were the and a staple around Halloween, of course.
Oh, well, that's the only time I ever saw them. I never seen them any other time of the year.
They're around year round.
Are they?
They only come out.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen them. Christy Effergan here to join us from the Roswell Public Library to give us an update on events and things happening there. Before we do any of that, though, let's get you up to date on the weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment, hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 85 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 33% with winds currently out of the west at 12 miles per hour. Sunny and 100 for a high today. Nothing unusual, right? It's kind of our normal operating day at this point. Winds are out of the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy. Overnight low of 71 degrees, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, they're saying there's a chance, a 20% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny. High of 99 tomorrow. I know it's really kind of no different, but it just feels better saying 99 and 100. Winds will be out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, we're looking at sunny skies and high of 98, even better. With southeast winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. But fear not. Monday, when you head back to work and school, sunny and 98. But by like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're back up 101, 102. So enjoy your 98 because it's back up to like 102 by midweek next week. All right, it is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going to take a 2.5 minute break. And then we will talk with Christy from the Roswell Public Library. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top-selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand. Finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
At Martine's Capital Cafe, come in and enjoy a delicious variety for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Try our burritos, huevos rancheros, asado, chorizo, sausage, flautas, fajitas, chili rellenos, quesadillas, enchiladas, sopapillas, and don't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger and so much more. Everything is prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Martine's Capital Cafe. Quality, value, tradition, and the most delicious New Mexican food since 1989. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th Street in Roswell.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Many will recognize the first verse to this well-known hymn. But what if you're in a place where you can't say, it's well with my soul? Well, I want you to know that God is still there and he's still listening. Psalm 91 says, those who love me I will deliver. The first verse of a new play on an old hymn by a group called Mercy Me goes like this. Make it well with my soul. Don't let me face this loneliness alone. Make it well with my soul. I need a peace that only heaven knows. Jesus, could you please just sit and cry with me till I can sing, it is well with my soul. Even if your soul doesn't feel well, God is still there and will guide you to a place where your soul can be well again. Trust in him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
The tool used to measure your feet at the shoe store is called a Brannock device. The person that measures your feet at home for no reason is called a creep with a foot fetish. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 23 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Public Library, Christy Evergan back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today? Good. I probably should have told you, move that right there. That way
sure
they can hear
will.
you.
Good morning.
Pretty good. Good morning. Good morning. Well, how's life at the library this morning?
Life is busy at the library. We have a lot of activities over the next couple of days.
Sure.
So we are busy.
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess, almost I kind of say transition season because I'm really August because, July is summer reading program and that wraps up at the end of July here. And,
yes.
I guess, by the way, if you gotten your prizes or any of that stuff, you better go get that taken care of.
Done.
Done and you get that done.
Yes. And I will tell you, we had some wonderful partnerships this summer.
Sure.
Over at Degenerate Coffee, they donated 150 cups of hot
Nice.
cocoa, and we had some from the different places around town. So it was wonderful.
It's great.
Kids loved it.
And for those that missed it, hopefully sign up for next year. It is guess what? It's for everybody. If you can read or you can read to someone, then you can be in the summer reading program.
Absolutely. We have programs for kids, for teens, and adults.
Absolutely.
So there's something for everybody.
And the prizes match coordinates. So like the kids get prizes, and then like you said, the adults get coffee and lunches and things like that.
That's
right.
Yeah. Yes.
But that being said, we're done for that for now. And so August is that transition where you kind of shift to kind of back to school mode. And so some of your regular activities and things that may kind of take a hiatus during the summer pick back up here in the fall.
They do. And actually next week, Miss Diana is going to start back with Mother Goose on the Loose.
Awesome.
That's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, she's going to do preschool story time. And then on Thursday, she has bilingual story time.
Yeah,
so that's every week.
And I say this every time, and of course Diane's been on the show multiple times too. I do not care what your native tongue is. Bring the child to both of them, because if Spanish is their first language, then bring them to the English to help adjust there, and then obviously. If English is their first language, taking that Spanish because
that's right.
The more they and kids are sponges. I don't know why they try to teach us language in high school. They should be teaching us in like kindergarten.
That's right, and it helps if you expose the child to different languages when they're young because they pick it up. You're right, just like a sponge.
Yeah, and so that's why I say that. Like my biggest regret is waiting to high school, but even 10. Now, to be honest, I can't speak Spanish fluently, but I can pick out words and stumble my way through a conversation if I need to. But I'm not by any stretch of imagination fluent, you know. But had I started
maybe
when I was,
to come to bilingual story time.
I sit there and be like, I think I know the end of the story, but it's pretty good. But anyway. I don't know. Parents might get a little mad if I'm sitting there, to be honest. Just sitting there cross-legged. But anyway, but anyway, no, that the younger the better. It is just so important on that. So please, take that opportunity if you can, especially the younger age on homeschool. I know a lot of times homeschooling families take advantage of a lot of programs at the library.
Absolutely. It also gives the children a chance to socialize and be around other children their age.
Yeah.
So it's great.
It's really great. So yes. And I mean, just think about it. You live in southeast New Mexico, where Spanish is spoken almost as often as English here, and if you give your child the tools to navigate fluently in all that world, you're just giving them that much more advantage in life.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Yes.
So yes, bring them to Mother Goose on Loose and preschool and bilingual, and if they offer a Russian one, take that one too.
Now, I have to tell you, we have something special that's going to be happening this afternoon.
Okay.
So today, from 3 to 5 p.m.,
all right,
your little one can bring in their stuffed animal or their plushie and drop it off for a sleepover at the library.
Oh, cool.
So that's today from 3 to 5.
Okay.
And then tomorrow morning, when we open at 10, they'll be able to come and pick up their stuffy.
Okay.
They're going to be making a sleep mask for their stuffed animal, putting it to bed, giving it a story.
Nice.
And then you'll be able to follow your plushie on our Facebook page overnight to see what they do when everybody's gone.
Okay.
So really fun activity.
All right. I'm saying this is how the movie Toy Story started, folks. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's right.
Next thing you know, they're gonna be hanging out books, and Lord knows what's going on in the library tonight.
Well, last year we had Curious George, and he was swinging from the rafters in the library, so he had a good time.
Sounds like a lot of fun here.
It is.
But if you want to do this, but you got to get your stuffed animals in for the night here this afternoon.
Yes, 3 to 5 p.m.
Good deal.
And then pick up us tomorrow.
Very good.
And the big benefit is you can come on Saturday to pick up your plushie, and we have a program at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And it is a STEM program called Camera Obscura.
Okay.
And that's with Miss Megan, and she's going to show you how to take a cardboard box or a tube and make an old-fashioned camera using the sun.
Oh, I love that.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
I feel like, now this is showing my age a little bit, I feel like I remember watching a Mr. Wizard episode doing some with the pinhole camera stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, and Mr. Rogers, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I was a little old for, was it Bill Nye? I was a Mr. Wizard guy.
Bill Nye the Science
I'm
Guy.
a Mr. Wizard guy. He was a little generation before Bill Nye. Like Mr. Wizard's Bill Nye's guy.
That's right. So, yes, we've got all kinds of fun things coming up.
Absolutely. That's cool here. And the best part is everything the library offers is free of charge.
100%.
And most of it is first come, first serve. There's once in a while you have an RSVP event, but 99% of the time it's
Just
events.
show up and have fun.
Yeah, and so what I recommend you do, and you can do this the high-tech way or the simple way, if you go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov, there's a tab for the Roswell Public Library. If you click on that, it'll take you to the library calendar, and it's usually a 2-month calendar that's out on there.
Yes, and actually right now we have our calendar printed in the library all the way to the end of December.
Okay, so you're covered to the end of the year here.
You can really plan ahead.
Perfect.
Yes.
And so the digital version, you can go, again, on the website and download it and plan accordingly. But if you like old school, you can always come to the main desk, the front desk at the library, and get them printed or have them printed off, and you can put it on the refrigerator or however you do that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, and that way you can plot and plan and circle and
add it to your calendar.
Yeah, add for these weekly events. But they always have fun, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. Almost every weekend there's something going on.
Saturday's always a big day.
Yeah, there's always something going on every weekend.
So I told you about the stuffed animal sleepover.
Yeah.
They're going to be picked up Saturday. We have our pinhole camera or camera obscura.
Mm-hmm.
We also have at 10 o'clock, the garden club will be there.
Oh, excellent.
And they're going to be talking about gardening with little to no water. So
hey, we should.
Perfect.
This is very, very sage advice considering where we live. And
that's exactly right.
Yeah, and those folks are amazing at showing and teaching people and giving. If you ever go to those classes each month, please, if you haven't been to one in a minute, come to. And this one's like a pretty good one here. Is
It
how to
is,
make.
and the thing I like about it is that the master gardener is very knowledgeable, but also other gardeners from the area come,
Yeah.
and you can network and talk to each other and get tips and
It's
hints.
like a- yeah,
maybe
it's-
share plants.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
like
it's great.
a plant consortium that kind of ends up there, and yeah.
Yes.
And the cool part about it, and this is stuff I've kind of learned, is and it really does matter, like what parts of town you live in and things like that. So if you live at, say, the north end of town, your soil is going to be a little different than maybe what's going on at the south end of town. And so in classes like this, you kind of learn some of that kind of stuff.
That's exactly
So, yeah.
right, and learn it from the experts.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that we have going on, guests coming in to do these programs on
Yeah.
Saturdays, we have 3 more to do. But if you want to learn about AI, it's the perfect place to come.
It's everything, yeah. And you don't need any computers or any.
No.
You just come to the class, and he really goes over everything from, like, what it is, AI, how it works, the useful side of it, the dangerous side of it.
Yes.
Data farms and all these things that's very much in the news right now on the resources and all that, giving you some information on that. And to be honest, in the world we live in, a lot of this stuff gets so much political influence on it. So sometimes getting the straight scoop is really hard.
Yes, and this is an unbiased person
Yeah.
who will just give you the facts, and you
Absolutely.
can decide for yourself.
Yeah, and so this is exactly what it is. It's just straight nuts and
Information.
bolts, and good, bad, or ugly, you determine that for yourself.
That's right.
And but and to be honest, this is how it's no different than when they're talking about these Axon flock camera, same kind of thing.
Yes.
Educate yourself on the things, but I am not going to lie. All this stuff is going to be the way of the future, whether you like it, don't like it, want to fight it, not fight it. This is the world we're living. AI is going to be here. You're going to be monitored everywhere you go. This
And knowledge is power.
And these are the worlds we live in. So, but yes, educate yourself on this
Absolutely.
type of stuff. So, so again, that's every Saturday.
For the month of August.
Yes, and that's what time again? 4 to 5?
You've got it.
Got it. Okay. I knew it was in the
Correct.
afternoon, but I was like, I said
It
4 or
is,
5. And,
yes.
But you've got basically 2 more, whatever's left in how many?
Tomorrow, and then 2 more Saturdays.
So 3 more.
Yes.
So however many left Saturdays in August is what you
That's
get.
right.
Very good.
Yes. Now, the other thing we always have are our senior planet classes, and those are taught by Christopher at the library. He does those on Saturdays, and the next one we have is on the 22nd. That's at 10:30. And he's going to help you shop on Amazon.
All right.
So if you have any questions about shopping or want to know.
Just in time for holiday season.
Yes, he's going to help you navigate through Amazon
Sure.
and show you what you can and can't do.
Well, and to be honest, it's very, because this is the thing, if you know how to navigate it, it's very handy.
Yes, but if you don't.
Yeah. And especially, I would imagine he helps probably, like if you have like the Alexa or whatever that thing is, and that thing's all you asking question or, I noticed you bought some dog food. You'd like some. I don't know. How do you know I want dog food? How do you deal with that kind of stuff?
That's right. But if you don't have an Amazon account and want to start, he can help you with that. So it's something that most of us here use a lot.
Absolutely.
So you need to know.
Absolutely. But again, it's going to Ben understanding the technology and the dangers, the things, and all of that stuff. It's knowing all that.
That's right. And he does a lot of things with your phones, with your tablets and computers. But he also is going to teach a class in September. It's that time of the year that we need to prepare for disaster.
Yeah.
So have your kit ready with your water and your food and your batteries and everything.
And because we live where we live, it'd be one thing if we lived, say, in the East Coast and there's a city every 3 minutes you go and you can't throw a rock without hitting a town.
Yes.
We don't live like that, and you could literally get stuck between here and Vaughan or someplace, or God forbid you go up north and get stuck up in the mountains in Taos where you literally go off the side of there and they don't see you for a week. That's a thing around here.
right.
So to give yourself that fighting chance, you keeping. I don't care, even if you're just going for a day trip somewhere, it's always a good idea to keep water and extra things in your car because you never know.
No, and I learned that when I moved here. I have a dog, so I keep water in the car for my dog. So you have to think about those things when you're traveling.
And it's kind of a thing, like, because where are you from originally? Just
Virginia.
So exactly, we grew up actually in the same area, so what I'm talking about. This is not normal when you come out here and you're like, What do you mean I got to drive 3 hours to see a gas station or something?
Yes.
No, I literally, the towns bleed together here,
That's right.
So it is a kind of a culture shock for us East Coasters come out here and we see this kind of stuff. But it's a thing. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll help you get prepared for anything that may happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I at the library am in charge of a couple of things. One of the things that I do is our book club.
Okay.
We call it Books and Bites because we like to read books and we like to eat.
And when when people gather, if you cook it, they will come. I know that you build it. If you cook it, they will come.
So we always have something to nosh on while we're talking about our books.
That's right.
But this coming month, we're going to meet on Wednesday, September the 2nd. It's always the first Wednesday of the month at 3 o'clock.
Perfect.
This month, we are going to be reading Blackdom, New Mexico.
Oh, cool.
Which is about the settlement of Blackdom.
Yeah, some local history here.
That is close to Roswell.
Yeah.
And at that meeting, we're going to be joined by a local historian and researcher, Maureen McGinn, who is an expert on Blackdom. She can answer anything you want to know about it.
I'm pretty sure I've interviewed her years ago. Yeah,
she's fascinating.
It's a really cool story. If you don't know the history of it, to wet your beak, if you YouTube it, there's a PBS documentary about 30 minutes about the Blackdom.
And we're going to show that at Book Club.
Excellent.
Yes,
very good. Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes. That's a perfect, it kind of gives you the 30-minute synopsis of it, so you kind of educate yourself, do a little reading and so forth. But very good stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. But she'll be there, and we're going to talk about our book and have a little bite to eat.
Awesome. Very good.
So it's
matter of fact,
she's
probably, if I remember right, she's one of the historians in the PBS special. If I believe so. Yeah, I believe you're right. I was like, pretty sure that might have been when I was talking and all that. But yeah, she's kind of the authority on the Blackdom history.
And if you really want to know anything about the Roswell area, she's the one to ask.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah. Well, to me it's cool. And as a guy, again, kind of like you, we're not from here, and we don't realize, we don't think that kind of stuff was going on out here. And then we come on and we're like, yeah, and it's, oh, by the way, there was a Civil War battle over here. I was like, really?
That's right. Yes.
Stuff like that. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Now, also speaking about food, I'm also in charge of our Spice of the Month Club.
That's a fun thing.
It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This month, our Spice of the Month is chili powder.
Okay.
Which is perfect for this area.
Yeah, absolutely.
You come in, and I'll give you a fact sheet about chili powder.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you a recipe. This month, we have a recipe for sweet potato chili.
Okay.
Something different.
Nice.
And then we'll give you a nice big sample of chili powder to take with you so you can make the recipe.
Nice. So a sweet potato with a little heat to it, a little sweet
it's got
heat.
some black beans and some
Actually, that sounds pretty good now I'm thinking about it. Sounds pretty hearty for a good fall kind of deal there,
That's right.
I'm down with that. Must be getting hungry. I was like, black beans, sweet potato. Yeah, okay. All right. I like what.
When is lunch?
Yeah, it's like I can smell this combo pretty good.
Yes. So those are just some of the programs that we have.
Yeah.
We always have our yarn exchange. We reopened last Sunday for on Sundays now, so we're open Sundays from 2 to 6.
Ladies or crafters, and the only reason I said lady because this is my mom. My mom was a major crocheter. Like I haven't told this story in a minute, but no, she was like big. Like when you go to like Michael's or wherever you buy your craft books, and you'll see a picture of like the Afghan on the chair or whatever.
Yes.
My mom made that for the companies. Like they'd give her the pattern, she'd make the blanket, take a picture, they'd use them on there. She'd keep the blankets and stuff, and I think they paid her like $100 or something. I don't remember what it was, but. So there's a section of the 80s that if you look at like certain nods, my mom might have made that on there, but she was a big. But yarn crocheters are hoarders.
Yes.
And when my mom passed away in 2004, I pretty sure I helped at least 12 different shelters with crafting supplies in the local area. And so I get the yarn thing. So this yarn exchange, you can let it go. Go find new ones and let that one go. You're not going to use it anytime soon. Let someone else have it.
Yes. And if you donate it, who knows? There might be something there that you want.
Exactly. Too. Yes. So I know the struggle. I saw it personally. It's okay.
Well, if knitting or crocheting is not your jam, we also have adult coloring every month. That's actually every week.
Yeah.
So we have that. And then on Fridays, it's a fun day at 3:30 because we have gaming. And you can come in and use our gaming systems and play games with other people.
But do they still do the one day that's for the teens?
Yes, and that's going to be the first Friday of the month.
Okay, so you're off limits that day because that's just for, unless you're a teenager.
That's right. So every Friday at 3:30, first Friday of the month, teens only. After that, anyone's welcome to come.
Absolutely. And take advantage of a lot of this stuff. It's really for like the adult coloring. It's really, if you've never tried that before, it's really cool. It's not like Crayola crayons and you're sitting there. It's more like colored pencils and things, and the pictures are obviously more detail oriented and a little. But people that do it enjoy it. Say it's very cathartic, very stress releasing. You can kind of do it and not think too much and just kind of clear your head, or bring. Sometimes families will come and do it together and just decompress or whatever. It's more of a way to express art that maybe you're not so. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't have to be that artistic.
Exactly. Like I love. Like my mom was very creative and very artistic. I didn't get all of that, at least not in that way. And so I appreciate it, but I don't have the
skill.
Yeah, and so something like this, I'm like, okay, I can make something I think looks pretty, but didn't really, it didn't take years of school to learn or anything like that.
That's right.
I mean, like my mom, I literally, again, drawing, but my mom that was her thing. She was so good at that. That was her. She had an artist brain. That was her.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, we just had last week, on Wednesday, we had our adult crafternoon. So that's another place you can come to express yourself artistically.
Yeah.
And we do very simple crafts, but fun things. And again, we always have snacks, so it's always fun.
If you ain't eating, we ain't working, right?
That's right.
But that's again, this is what we're talking about. There's something for everybody. So you could literally on a given Saturday, depending, you could like drop the kids off to do one thing while you go do something else on the other end of the library here. It's really kind of like that, and all of this stuff is free with as long as you have a library card. Really, at the end of the day, you get a library card, which again is free.
And honestly, the programs you don't even have to have a card. We let everybody come.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
But I would say once you're there, like go ahead and utilize the resources. Go check out a book, or go go online and see some of the online resources, audiobooks or music and videos and study materials and all kinds of stuff that, again, available free of charge to you.
Well, my job at the library is as a cataloger. So every item that comes in, we have to add a record to our system so you can check it out. And one of the things I've noticed over the years is how expensive everything has gotten.
Oh, yeah.
A hardcover book now you can't get for less than $30 or $35.
Yeah.
And paperbacks, which used to be really affordable, are $20.
Yeah.
So this is a good way to save your money and still be able to enjoy everything you want to read.
Absolutely. And like, if you're an audiobook person.
Yes.
Like, I can appreciate that. But I remember, like, when Audible and all these came out, I'm like, oh, what a great idea. And then I went on there, like, what? $40 for a book? $30 for a book? And I'm like, I don't even get a book. I get the right to listen to a guy tell me a book for $40. And guess what? The library, you can get free. A lot of those books, a lot of those things, through the library portal, you can go and get that stuff for free.
Well, and if you think $40 is a lot for you to spend, you should see how much libraries have to pay for audiobooks.
Yeah.
And when we get them, we don't own them forever.
Exactly. And you can only have finite, like, that's why you're kind of, like, some people say, what do you mean it's checked out? Well, unfortunately, you only get digital. It's, and it's rightly so. The authors do need to get paid for their work. This is the way of the world. That's how it should be. But I, as a consumer, understand it's like $40 is a bit steep for me to listen to some guy talk for 8 to 10. It would depend on how long it took to read the book, basically.
Yes, and you don't even have anything tangible.
Exactly. I can go back and read it again. That's
it just disappears.
At least I paid $40 for a book. I'm like, I'm going to go read it again.
That's right. So come in and use the library. We have Libby, where you can get books, audiobooks, ebooks from all over. They're wonderful. And the great thing about it is that you don't just get the ebooks that we buy here in Chavez County. you get ebooks that every library in New Mexico buys.
So it's kind of like
we are
plugged in
consortium.
Okay.
So whatever they buy, we can use and vice
Gotcha.
versa. So it's wonderful.
Excellent. So literally, it's like a huge lending library network kind of thing.
Absolutely, yes.
And I know they kind of work. I know like that also works for like your book clubs and things too, where it's, you know, because obviously when you decide to do a book in book club, you're like, well, first thing we do is make sure I have enough books for everybody that wants the book. It'd be kind of dumb. Got this book, but good luck finding it.
That's right.
So to check. And obviously, certain books you don't want to keep 10, 12, 15 copies of at a given time because that's just not a practical use of library resources. So they'll be like, okay, so the libraries literally say, well, we've got the Blackton book. All right, well, we're done with it here. Let's send it to Hobbs or let's send it to Farmington or wherever. And that's kind of how you guys work that kind of system,
It
too.
is. We do have a state library here in New Mexico, and they have kits for us for the libraries to borrow for book club. And it's a wonderful resource.
Absolutely. So, and to be honest, you know, if you know stuff like that, and you're like, hey, I know this book. You know, if you got a book club suggestion or something like that, don't hesitate to go to the front desk and say, you know, I heard him talking, and I was like, there's this book I read. Is this one we can maybe do a book club on? And they'll be happy to check that into that for you.
And as well, if you're not familiar with the New Mexico State Library, they have wonderful resources. We have a piñata display in the library right now that we checked out from the State Library. You can come in and see the history of the piñatas.
Nice.
To see pictures of a local piñata maker in Santa Fe.
Nice.
And then also we've got a blank piñata, a big rabbit that you can come in and help decorate.
Okay.
So it's been a lot of fun. It's got nice eyelashes and toenails, and it's a pretty cool piñata, but it's huge.
Okay, now I got to ask. Is the fate of this piñata safe?
It is.
Okay, I didn't know what its end game was. Like, we can put a bunch of candy in this thing and let it go? Or...
Well, we're just decorating the outside.
Okay, just checking. I was like, is this one going to be for eating or for looking?
That's right. So this is just the outside. Now, another service that the State Library offers is books for the blind.
Okay.
So if you are vision impaired or blind, they offer items to you for loan for free.
Okay.
So contact us or the State Library, and they can get you signed up for that service.
Okay.
They mail the items to you and give you a mailer to mail it back.
Excellent.
So
it's almost
100%
like
free.
Well, depending on how old you are, kind of like how Netflix started when you got
Yes.
a DVD kind of thing. You know.
That's right. And if you don't have a device to listen to items, they'll send you that as well.
Perfect.
So it's wonderful.
Again, if you have any questions about this stuff, come to the library, come to the front desk, and they'll be happy to do. Now, of course, you can also go online again to Roswell, the city's website, roswell-nm.gov. Click on the library tab, and you'll get most of these questions answered. Certainly, with your library card in good standing, you can go through that portal to access the online features of the library
Absolutely.
as well. Too. So.
We've been adding lots of new books, so you can access our catalog as well and see what we've got new to read.
Absolutely. And then, I don't know, I'm the old school. I don't, go walk in there, walk the shelves, get lost in there a minute. Sometimes if you got a half hour, an hour to kill, then go walk around the library. Go look at books and stuff. And next
That's
thing I got your next read there too. Or if you find 7, maybe just get 1 or 2 and be like, I got to come back. You can't read all 7 at once.
I tell people, take as many as you want. It's free.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost anything.
But all I'm saying is, if you got 7, they will be there when you come back. So just take the 1, read it, 2, depending how fast you read it, and come back. And then, you don't need all 7 because somebody else might want that.
That's true.
Just take a minute. But, I get it. I understand. Once you find it out, you're like, I need all of these. I get it.
And you don't want to be at home without something to read.
Exactly.
Yes.
So call it the 2-pack or 3-pack, depending on how fast you read. But very good. And, of course, if you have any questions about anything, what's the main phone number at the library? Do you know off the top of your head?
You asked the wrong question. It is 575-622-7101.
Very good. Call that during business hours if you have any questions. They'll be happy. Don't forget, they've got the book drop-off, too, that you can drop off 24/7. Can't cheat it, though. It does timestamp when you do it in. So if you're trying to avoid, I turned it on. It knows. It knows all of that stuff. It's smarter than we are. So, is there anything we missed, Christy? Did we get it all?
I don't think so, but I really appreciate your time. I've had a lot of fun today.
Oh, good. It's always fun in doing this stuff, and this is the part I enjoy the show is telling people about stuff like this. And
Especially when it's free.
Yeah, come to your Roswell Public Library. There's so much great stuff to do. I don't care who you are, where you're at as a family, as an individual, whatever. There's so much there offered for you for free. Come take advantage of it, especially in the world where they nickel and dime you for everything.
Yes.
And I guarantee they're not going to flip a screen to ask you for a tip.
No, we're not. We might give you a tip.
I got one question for you. You're like, oh, no. Thank you. We'll see you next time. It is 9:51. Let's pause for news and hand a quick break before they kick me off the radio. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month. It was the biggest drop since May of 2025. Analysts say it's likely tied to the fact that government tax refund money dried up for many shoppers. There had been a notable bump in spending in both April and May as Americans dipped into their tax refund money. Gas prices ticked up again overnight. AAA says prices rose to $4.08 a gallon on average nationwide. That's up from $3.85 a month ago. Of course, prices being driven up still by the ongoing war with Iran. Firefighters across Europe battling multiple wildfires as a record-breaking heat wave grips the continent. In France, the driest year on record has led to fires strong enough in the Landes region to force more than 500 people to evacuate their homes. Fires also burning in Germany, where firefighting efforts are being complicated by unexploded World War II munitions. This is SRN News.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You've got to, understand this is a clear and present danger if you don't want this radicalized group to be in charge. I'll tell you right now, they get the House, they're going to impeach Donald Trump again and again and again and again. God forbid they got the House and Senate, then they're going to have trial after trial after trial. All progress of the country will stop. Not going to be a good time. And if you're a Trump supporter, maybe you're a Republican angry with some Republicans. You have a right to be, in my view. You do. I'm not happy that they don't, unite more. I don't like that they have a slim majority. I'd like to see their majority grow so they can do more. But you do support Donald Trump and you don't want to see the country come to a standstill. You better get out and vote. If you don't want this country turned upside down, you better get out and vote.
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
I know the headlines changed, the threats facing Israel and their survival, that does remain. Now, I know people move on story to story, news breaks fast, but for Israeli families, they continue to live with the reality of terrorism, uncertainty, and a fight for their survival. As Christians, I believe we are called to stand with our friends in Israel in their time of need. That's why I'm a proud supporter of the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. Now, they are on the ground every day providing life-saving aid, humanitarian assistance for struggling families. And that means they are providing food and water and shelter and clothing and medications, but they can't do it without our support. Please join us in helping the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. Please pray for them, first of all, and for protection and strength and a lasting peace. But whatever you can donate to help people in this hour of need is greatly, greatly appreciated. Go to their website. It's one word, prayifcj.org. That's prayifcj.org.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty hot today. We have a little bit of that monsoon moisture getting in, so we do have a slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Plenty of sunshine, though. We're going up to about 100. Overnight, some clouds and a slim chance of shower, 70 on the low, and then we warm into the upper 90s for the high on Saturday. Things dry out, lots of sun, about 100, and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. A key driver of the U.S. economy, retail sales weakened last month, according to newly released government statistics. Less expensive gasoline played a role in the spending slump. Retail sales slipped 0.6% last month, the steepest decline since May of last year. Shoppers pulled back in several areas, including consumer electronics and online retailers. There was a notable bump in spending in both April and May as Americans dipped into their tax refunds. Wall Street began the day in record territory. The market reacting to the latest price data showing that inflation cooled in July, as well as a decline in oil prices. However, oil is on the rebound to end the week after 2 United Arab Emirates tankers were attacked with drones while trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
Do you have missing teeth or would like them replaced? If you think dental implants are not affordable, think again. At Maupin & Brown Dentistry, their goal has always been to provide the highest quality dentistry in a state-of-the-art office at a reasonable price. They routinely treat patients that have traveled out of town for a consultation but cannot afford the treatment quoted. Now, if this sounds like your story, come in today. As one of New Mexico's largest users of the world-class Nobel brand implants, they're able to purchase in volume and pass the savings on to you.
So, if you're missing a tooth or have loose dentures, call today for a free evaluation, which includes a free 3D x-ray. You'll be given treatment options with an honest evaluation with no hard sell or arm twisting. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of the thousands of patients they've treated. Maupin & Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, affordable, state-of-the-art dentistry. Call 627-0141 or visit maupinbrown.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, no, I'm growing like a bamboo. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 10 o'clock, and that's about going to do it for us for today's show. If you missed any part of our show, log on to ksvptv.com. You'll find all of our stuff there. Also, you can go to our 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM Facebook wall, and you'll see all of our interviews there. Of course, give Jocelyn a few minutes. She'll separate the main interviews from today back on too, and they'll be up here. But give her about half hour, an hour or so of that. That's going to do it for us. Have an amazing weekend. We'll be back bright and early, 7 a.m. on Monday. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's